I don't know what just happened. How's it look?
Working on getting it.
Decide mandar una pelota larga para que la vaya a buscar Bruno Fernández. Llegó primero al Viol. No tienen que bajar la guardia ahora.
Hold on, guys.
Tienen que ir.
If any of you guys are in the stream, give us a minute. Saying up. I don't know what happened. The first one just kind of crashed on us.
It literally just died for some reason. There was no Wi-Fi issues or injuries.
Wi-Fi injuries.
Did he get it? I don't even know this guy.
Sí, lo decía antes. Creo que
Let me know if the screen is tilted.
todavía no apareció ese
Okay.
hombre que te puede hacer algo
I see
distinto.
people joining again, so that's good. I'll try to watch them. Oh, careful. Good. Villarreal.
Okay, we got 20 in. We got 20 in. Good. Guys, so sorry. I have no idea what happened. I literally just went and checked, and the stream was off for some reason. So if you guys could once again start hitting that like button. Like I said, I don't know what happened out here. That's so annoying. Maybe I should go. I think I need to go end the other stream so that way people aren't going to join that one. Should probably have two that are live right now. Yeah, it's so weird. Maybe we should just end it somehow. I want to just end it.
El equipo de el United, y mira qué bien se acomoda atrás el Villarreal. Un gol doblemente importante para Gerard, porque iguala a los actuales goleadores de esta competencia, que tenían 7, había 3 empatados, Pizzi, Yassisi, Borja Mayoral. Él llega a 7, los empata, puede terminar como el mejor goleador de la competencia. Y el gol histórico, porque llega a 82 en su trayectoria con el Villarreal, igualando al máximo goleador de este equipo, Giuseppe Rock, si no lo recuerda Tony Kerky, hizo 82 goles.
Yeah, guys, sorry, we're just trying to get all these technical issues
sorted out.
Is it looking a little blurry for you guys? Let me know.
El gran problema de Manchester es que para mí los dos hombres importantes que es Greenwood y Rashford no ha hecho absolutamente nada.
I'm just going to make this one private for now.
Abrir el espacio, muy lentos, piden balón en pie, después empiezan a driblar, donde el equipo de Villarreal se está agrupando muy bien, no le deja espacio, ahí es donde
yeah, come on, Villarreal, or not unfortunately, they scored. Unfortunately, it happened during the technical difficulties, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
What matters is we are back and better here. So, okay, thank you guys once again for coming back in. So sorry for everything that happened. If I could please ask you guys to hit that like button so we can get the likes back up. So let us know how you're seeing it, if you guys can hear as well. I hope everything's working nicely again.
Entonces, el equipo de Manchester está sufriendo porque no está acostumbrado de tener tanta gente.
Yeah, vamos Villarreal. Amazing that they were able to get that goal in there. And this just makes for an even better final, honestly, because you know Man United is going to be pushing now. Like, they have to push, and that's going to open up space for Villarreal. More counterattacks. It's great. It's great. Carlos Vera, thank you so much for that donation. Vamos ya los Submarines. Yes. What just happened? I don't know, guys. For some reason, the original stream crashed out of nowhere. But we are back.
YouTube is acting up.
Yeah, YouTube is just being a little cunt right now. Unfortunately.
No, porque el Villarreal está haciendo un partido inteligente. Cuando puede, adelanta las líneas, presiona y no deja espacios.
87-4-4, thinks you're going to get pinned. Okay,
Esto es fundamental y ahí es donde empieza a subir.
El
Manchester, ¿no? Regresa muy rápidamente y claro, ahí es donde. Ahora tienes que buscar un centro.
I don't know, this is the first time that we get such a thing like this. Who knows? I don't know. The quality on my end looks to be decent. Let us know. Let us know. Raul, hi, dude. What's up, bro? What's up?
Como decía Víctor, ¿no?
Please say hi to Raul.
Ingresan muy rápido, se
That's good, that's good, that's good.
las líneas y de nuevo no dejan espacios al Manchester, por eso el Manchester no está cómodo en el partido.
Oh yes, Conte is something I wanted to address. Honestly, guys, he could be Madrid's next manager. I have this strange feeling that he could end up joining. Real Madrid was waiting. I mean, obviously, I don't know what's going on between Madrid and Zidane. Obviously, if Zidane wants to stay, Zidane will stay. But if Zidane truly wants to leave, I think Madrid's first option would be Conte.
How do you feel about it? Well, let this chance develop. Rashford in the box? No. Good defending from Villarreal. How do you feel about Conte as a manager?
He's a good coach. I mean, he's won a lot with Juve. He just won and showed us what he can do with an Inter team that the moment you give him some talent, he put him top of the Serie A. Against a Juve that definitely showed to be declining, but nonetheless it's a merit for him. He's a good coach. Maybe he could bring Ashraf back to Madrid or something. So I would definitely be a little more excited about Conte than I would about Allegri. So I mean, it's not done or anything, but it definitely would be interesting.
Contra el Real Madrid también perdió la Supercopa de la UEFA 2017.
Did you have tags on it?
Ha leído muy bien al Manchester United en finales contra equipos españoles.
Bueno, la Liga también. Algunas ligas sí que equipos españoles han pasado por encima.
Conte would be good short term. Yeah.
I mean, if he does good, long term.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't say it's meant to be short term.
Yeah, I don't think we would get Conte as a short term because at this point, who is long term? Like Conte is a well contrasted coach manager.
Yeah. I feel like Madrid right now is looking for another long term coach. I mean, it's sort of a transition. Like they are getting some signings.
Yeah. Right here we have Odegaard saying he'll take Conte over Allegri 100%.
Yeah. Let me know you guys' opinion.
Conte has not done good in the Champions League, finished bottom of the group. Okay, yeah, I mean in the Champions League this season, he definitely didn't do as good as he could have. I mean, they played against Madrid, they played against Mönchengladbach and Shakhtar, and yeah, they didn't even get to the. I wouldn't use that to measure Conte though. I think he's capable of a lot more. Careful here. Cavani, oh god, I forgot. Cavani is misplacing that final pass. He's having bad luck with that. Damn, I cannot believe Villarreal is on top right now.
Moreno is.
He's fighting it. He's doing his life, dude. He's defending. He's attacking.
He's tackling. He's fouling.
Yeah.
He's doing it all. He's a man of all trades.
This guy's asking us if all the jerseys we wear are from what soccer? No, they are not. But we have new jerseys that like they sent us in a lot of jerseys and they all look really good. We're gonna be unboxing them in the next few live streams that we do. So, like I think the quality on them are pretty good. I would say the quality of them are pretty decent. I will say that it took quite a bit to ship.
Like 3 weeks.
3 weeks to 4 weeks to ship. So that is probably one negative.
So if you want to get them for the Euros, I would suggest ordering them now so they come in just in time.
Yeah.
That would be my suggestion.
But I like that you can customize them with your own name. You can put whatever patches you want.
Yeah.
And
the quality's good. Like you look at them and you won't know the replicas.
Yeah. I mean it's yeah. Especially because it comes with like the right tags and everything.
Oh, careful. Watch the back post with
good tackle. Yeah, and they even hit off Bruno Fernandes.
Torres? No.
Nah, Bruno Fernandes, you know that hit off of you, buddy.
Come on.
You know that hit off of you, buddy. Come on, you know. They're not dumb.
Sí.
Solskjaer anotó el gol de la victoria en 1999.
The Bernabeu is not.
Is it done building or what?
It's not done building. I don't know. It's gonna look good.
Está como invitado especial en el partido. Espera.
Yeah, you could get the Mbappe Real Madrid jersey and have it before anyone does. I wonder what number he would get. I wonder if they would just take the number 7 from Hazard and just say, sorry Hazard, like, get fucked. I mean, I would, fuck. I would definitely would. It's funny because Hazard came and took it from Mariano and then Mbappe comes and takes it. Or just give Mbappe a new number and let him have a little less pressure. I don't know. Kind of like when Cristiano got here. But then again, Raul had number 7. Raul was a completely different player than Hazard. Because you're not taking number 10 from Modric.
No. And I don't think, I mean, Mbappe idolizes Ronaldo, you know, number 7.
Yeah, it's gotta be number 7.
It's meant to be. It's meant to be. Take your Hazard.
Okay, so these are the points that Odegaard is giving. He can help us get Hakimi back. Yes. Allegri plays 2 defensive. However, I will say Conte is also a defensive player. He defensive coach. He does like to run 5 in the back. He would have a good relationship with the players. Yes, he's definitely got a personality where he'll have control. More experience managing big clubs. Allegri has managed big clubs as well. However, I think Conte has just been a little more successful managing big clubs. I mean, he's managed Chelsea, he's managed Juve, now Inter, he's managed the Italian team, national team, so yes. Haaland to Barca, I don't know about all that. Let's just leave it at dreams, yeah.
Manchester no sabe por dónde. Fíjate, va con posición de balón, pero muy lento.
Okay, guys, I'm glad we're back to about 48 watching right now, which is around where we were whenever the stream crashed. I do see that the likes are 32. I think we have the caliber to get those a little bit higher. I know there's someone out there that hasn't hit the like button. So, if you want to help us out there, smash that like button for us. Luis Miranda, what's up, buddy? What is good? Welcome in.
I mean, United, they're trying. They're not finding any holes.
They're struggling, and here comes a Villarreal counterattack. Careful
By
here.
himself against 6. Come on.
Yeah, Villarreal's got support. But if he scores off of this, he's still
He
manages to
did
get a corner.
his job. Oh, por favor. Por favor.
That's gotta be a corner.
It was 1 versus 6. Give him the corner. Give the man his corner.
Ah, come on.
Oh,
I gotta see
wait.
Oh, Bernabeu's on fire, literally? Oh, shit.
Did it burn down?
I mean, I hadn't heard anything, but I mean, maybe.
We are on fucking streaming. Like we're taking.
Bernabeu.
It was like it's different. Jeez.
Catches fire and I mean, I hope it's not as bad. All I see is one. It could just be one little thing. I don't know how bad.
We'll do it after. We'll do it after.
We'll read it at halftime. Yeah. Yeah, we'll read it at halftime. I just looked it up right now. I saw some pictures. I'm hoping it's just one thing that caught on fire and it's not actually like becomes like a wildfire type of thing. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Porque el Villarreal inteligentemente junta las líneas y no deja espacios.
Well, I should have checked
Rashford! Uy, Rashford!
this. Right now, Villarreal needs halftime.
Oh, that's a foul, ref.
8744 saying Bar should have checked the handball for Shaw.
I didn't see it.
I think it was. Oh. Yeah, it must have been on the when we were asking for a corner. I didn't see it, but
Unless
not
it
saying it
happened
happened.
on our end. There's barbecue set the stadium on fire. Greenwood, se viene aquí!
Oh! I saw the ball actually get redirected and I was like, no, hombre. Oh, jeez, oh, jeez.
Villarreal, survive 2 minutes.
One stand is on fire. Let's hope it's not. Okay. Yeah, stand can mean like a little tiny stand or like the whole stand. Depends. Okay, that's not a handball. We're good there.
I was thinking like a section of the stands. So it's probably coming from under. Because I mean, how
Terminaba
would it stand?
45.
Well,
Primera vez que
I mean,
Pau
no, I don't know.
en este jugador.
Bless you,
Muy
Ricky,
poco
I
por
think.
un
All the way around.
Yeah, message subtracted.
con rapidez.
Oh, thank you, guys. Luis Miranda with the blessing. Thank you.
Bruno Fernández metió todavía sus 45 minutos.
We got less than a minute until halftime. Oh man, a magical 45 minutes for Villarreal. Literally falling just where they wanted it. Their start was slower. They were analyzing menu, and then they grew in confidence and got the goal.
I kind of want to get Gerard Moreno's jersey. With Spain?
With Spain would be pretty lit. It would be pretty lit. Yeah.
What, soccer.com? Code EMC.
50% off. Get a couple jerseys and 79 more. Free shipping. Man, you're a Finnish club like Real Madrid.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. Not, I mean,
Yeah, Real Madrid
second
is a
place.
Finnish
They both
club.
made second place, so fair enough.
If a second place team is a Finnish club, I wonder what a third place team is.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
Man. And then a seventh place
Yeah,
team is
a
winning.
second place team.
Interesting what you're saying there, mate. You're playing with fire. You are playing with fire with what you're saying.
Alright! Alright, guys, we made it to halftime. Villarreal is alive. Not only alive, we are thriving.
We are thriving.
1-0!
45 minutes away from a Spanish team taking another Champions League, another Europa League title. Let's hope so. Which team am I going to support for the Euros? Oh man, this is an ongoing question that I keep asking myself. You guys keep asking me. I had been saying France because of Benzema, Portugal because of Ronaldo, and then I look at the Spain squad list and it makes me want to go for them. I'm all over the place. You're kind of with Netherlands right now, sort of.
Netherlands and Spain. They're the ones ringing the bell. I don't want to go for France. It's just too big of a dominant power.
Yeah.
I think Netherlands they haven't released their squad list yet. But if the buy does go to Barca, definitely another push to go. Obviously, they got the Young, they've got Dest. They got a few other players that I used to play with on FIFA, which is another pro for me towards going for them. But again, I look at the Spanish team and I'm like, I can't help but get excited for them.
What I think will happen is that we'll have a team that we follow for together, which would be Spain. And then we individually have our own individual teams, which in your case would be probably Netherlands. And for me, still to be determined, but possibly Portugal or France. But yeah, I mean, still following France is kind of like a little bit.
It's like cheating. I'm gonna go
a little bit like cheating, a little bit the easy way out. So that's kind of where we fall. I mean, Spain has an easier group, so I don't think they're gonna fall too early. Like I think they'll be able to make it to the next round. We'll see. Croatia is interesting because they obviously have Modric. You could still technically follow Rakitic. Fun fact, each of us have a Croatia jersey. I have Modric on the back, and Ricky has Rakitic on the back. So that could be an interesting one. We'll see. Also, loyalties could switch as the tournament goes through. Say like Spain goes out early and Croatia keeps going through.
Yeah.
We'll definitely jump on Croatia's bandwagon. I mean, at this point, we're not actually, our ethnicities don't fall under any of these teams, so we don't mind switching around depending on loyalties, depending on players that are in our clubs. So we'll see. We're not actually Spanish, but technically we do have a little bit of Spanish blood, from our dad's side. So throwing that out there. Group F is definitely the group of death. Copa America will be interesting. I will always go against Argentina in Copa America. That's a given for me. That's a given for me. So Copa America.
I will always go against Portugal. I'm kidding. No, I don't mind Portugal.
I don't know. For me, I don't know. Just because Messi's never won a title with Argentina, I'm like, I want to see that.
Brazil? Who does Brazil have? Obviously Neymar.
I mean, if they have Vini, I'll want to follow Brazil, even though Vini will probably not play.
I was like, no.
Follow him on the bench, maybe. See how well he warms up that bench. Fuck. Brazil, yeah. Brazil, I wouldn't want to go for Suarez either. So for me, it'd probably be Brazil, maybe Colombia, probably Brazil.
Can you pull up the groups? I don't remember.
Copa America, 2021. Let's see.
Oh, and then we can also read the Bernabeu article.
I don't know if they're doing groups because a lot of teams backed out. I think it's like
Backed out.
Copa America is a little bit different, I believe. There's only 2 groups. Yeah, there's only 2 groups: Brazil, Colombia, Qatar. Qatar is one of the. I thought I heard something about Colombia like backing out or some weird stuff. I'm not fully sure. Australia is the other guest. It'll be interesting. Argentina and Uruguay in the same group.
Chile is strong.
Chile is a strong team. Yeah.
Argentina has a good chance.
Let me take off slow chat for you guys real quick.
Bale or Hazard? I think I know the answer to that.
I mean, I like, in the grand scheme of things, Bale more actually. Today marks a year of his bike against Liverpool. Funny enough.
3 years, huh?
Or yeah. The anniversary is what I meant to say. So.
Is it 3 already?
3 years? Because it was last a year ago. It was
Liverpool
obviously
was 1 year.
Bayern, and then it was Liverpool. It's 3 years. 3 years since the Bale bicycle kick. Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Bale actually didn't have that bad of a season with Tottenham. He got like 13 goals.
He did get a good amount of goals, but he only scored in 6 games. In 1 game he had a hat trick, in 2 other games he scored 2 goals. So yes, he had what, 12, 13 goals, but when you consider the fact that they're all in 6 games, but he really played like 20 something, I think.
Pero, like, I don't want to fucking.
It's better than.
This might be a touchy subject, but in how many games did Vini score?
No, I agree. But then you go back to the seasons that Bale, like the past 2 seasons that Bale was at Madrid.
Oh, and didn't even play. Like that's.
No, he would play. He just
he
would get a goal every 300 minutes, and with Spurs right now, he got a goal every like 90 something minutes. So if he can actually produce like that, then he's a viable player for Madrid. But the thing is, I don't know if he can actually produce like that.
Even if he scores every 300 minutes, I think that's still better than.
That's about the same as Vini actually.
Okay, there you go. But when it comes down to that, if they're scoring at the same rate, bet for Vini, no bet for the young player.
Exactly.
Bet for the young player. Griezmann or Depay? I'm gonna stick with Griezmann. Because I haven't seen Depay play that much. You know, if he comes to Barcelona and he kills it, that'll change obviously. But I like Griezmann a lot. I think his adaptation has been ideal. Hasn't been what we wanted it for him, but he does a lot that I do recognize, like a lot of off the ball work. So
perhaps, yeah. He's just not what you guys were expecting out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we full American? No, we're actually full Mexican.
Yeah, we're actually full Mexican.
Today's Madrid's anniversary for for the last Champions League. Hell yeah. Bale has more goals. We talked about that. Hopefully Bale comes back. I can't stand this with Vini and Asensio. I disagree with both.
Wait, what is it?
Hopefully Bale comes back. I can't stand another season with Vini and Asensio. One, I don't think Bale should come back.
Yeah, I know you were thinking this.
But also at the same time, I do agree that we cannot stand another season with Vini and Asensio.
Just them two.
If
I think they're good players for the club, but when they're your main player, I think that's when the problem is.
They can't be the starters, yes.
I think Vini as a sub role, and then if he starts picking up momentum, then gains that starting role, I'm all for it.
But think about a front three where you have Benzema, Mbappe, and Vini, where the main pressure falls on Benzema and Mbappe to get the goals, lift off that pressure from Vini, and then Vini has more room to take people on, to just be more free without that pressure, and then that's when he could potentially start doing better.
What I would fear for Vini is that it just becomes Benzema and Mbappe or whoever, and then Vini's just silent there. That's what I would fear.
Yeah, but I feel like Benzema and Mbappe would wrap Vini under their arm and be like, we're gonna take another wing. We're gonna take you in. We're gonna get you to glory.
He plays against you. You gotta keep in mind, he's the man. Don't pass him the ball. No, I know, but I don't know.
I mean, who knows? And then also, you can make the argument like if Hazard stays, then you can make the same argument for Hazard. Well, less pressure on him.
If I were a team defending Real Madrid and I come up against that trio, my priorities are Benzema and Mbappe, which leaves a lot of room for Vini.
Yeah.
What you were saying initially.
No Madrid players on Spain. I guess we can talk about that. I don't think any Madrid players deserve to be. I mean, if anything, Nacho is the only player that could have deserved to be on that Spanish team.
If Carvajal wasn't injured, if Lucas Vázquez wasn't injured.
I would have said no. So what I was gonna say is Carvajal after his season doesn't deserve to be in there. Even if he would have come back the last few games with from his injury, still shouldn't have made it. Lucas Vázquez won that. If he would have made it back from his injury, with the last two,
for sure in there.
He for sure would have made it as a starting right back, in my opinion. But other than that, Asensio doesn't deserve to be in there. Isco doesn't deserve to be in there. So not in disagreement with Luis Enrique. Or
Ramos was the only iffy one, but again, he's had a long-term injury.
Yeah, I don't think Ramos deserves to be on there. Frankly, yes. Let's see. What else are you guys saying? Bale does have more goals than our wingers combined. However, I think that's an outlier stat. Oftentimes, most of his goals came in games that Spurs were already up by a couple of goals here and there. So I don't know. Vamos Mexico World Cup 2022 is. I mean, obviously, I hope they do good.
Make it past the fourth round?
Make it past the fourth round. Yes. The first elimination round.
Your thoughts on no Real Madrid players in? I think he covered it pretty well. I think the players that were good enough from Spain to be on the team are unfortunately injured, like Lucas Vázquez. Initially, for me, I didn't think Lucas Vázquez had a good of a season, and then obviously he got injured the last portion of it. But before that, you look at his numbers. And he actually had a really good season, Lucas Vázquez.
Yeah.
Up. And it's someone that I just didn't realize he had as good of a season as it was happening.
Yeah.
But if he were fit, then I think that's a for sure. Who's who'd probably be the starting right back for the Spain team right now?
Right now, Jesus Navas.
That's a good player.
Was he? I actually don't even know if he was on.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I saw him.
Yeah, I don't think he was on the lineup actually on the squad list.
So yeah, I would definitely put what's his name in the
Azpilicueta.
Azpilicueta.
He played right back against Madrid. Sure, in a 5 in the back. But I think he could do it. I think he could do it. He's a solid guy. If anything, he could be the captain for Spain.
Busquets is another, but Busquets is not really the captain type of player.
I could see Azpilicueta being the captain. Enrique also plays Llorente right back. Yeah, I would put Azpilicueta. I don't know if Llorente will play.
Llorente, right?
He could play, but I think Spain would miss out on offensive power from Llorente if he was playing at right back.
It's not like there's that many good wingers that will knock out Llorente. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would put either Llorente on the wing or in the middle.
Like I said, guys, in the video where I analyze the squad lists, I'm not just gonna analyze the squad list, but I'm also gonna I'm gonna finish out every video with my predicted lineup for every squad. So I'm only gonna do it for the big squad. So Germany, France, Portugal, Spain, England. Missing someone right now. Italy, maybe. Italy, yeah, perhaps. So you guys have those videos to look out for before the Euro starts. That's gonna be I guess the content that we have. Mention is better than Barcelona, Madrid.
Wow.
That is a good question. And if I go out on a limb, I would say yes. I think this Manchester United could be better than Real Madrid or Barca right now. Or if not, could definitely beat them here and there. If they played a series, I think Manchester United could probably win maybe more than Madrid or Barca could beat them in that series. I don't know. It's a really good question. It's really even. The thing is, I think Man U has a much better attack. Defensive wise, I think Madrid has the best defense out of those three teams.
Okay.
Offensively, I think Barca could have the best offense, but as a whole, the team together, I think Man U could be the most solid team overall. It's a very controversial game.
It would be a good game though.
Yeah.
Any one of those two combinations. Let me make sure I don't cover it though.
I need you to sit back down.
Can you? I'll do it. Okay. Hold on. Let us set up for the second half. Right away, I got defensive. I was like, no way. I was like, you guys are losing to a 7th place La Liga team. But without being toxic,
Yeah, it's really easy to say, no, hell no, Manchester United right now is losing to Villarreal, but yeah, who was losing to Villarreal this weekend at halftime?
I know, but Barcelona struggled against them too.
Yeah, so yeah.
Keeping it realistic.
Yeah, this guy's Ever is saying, I think both Barca and Madrid can beat Man U at least 7 out of 10 times. That's a fair statement. I mean, it can go either way. It can go either way.
I don't know yet. I would actually love to see that.
Yeah, it'd be really
It should happen in the Super League.
Real Madrid can compete with English teams. Who eliminated Liverpool this
Third
season?
place of how did they get third place? How did they get third
I
place?
think Chelsea just had a really tough ending to Premier League, and with the Champions League in mind, they allowed some points to be dropped, and that's where Liverpool.
But they were 9th place or 7th place when Real Madrid played them, which is not that long ago. It was early April, I think. No, late April. It was like, because that's when the Clásico.
Somewhere around there. So we are both recording now.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Yeah. Once again, guys, all of you that are currently in the chat in the live stream, if you could please make sure we hit the like button before starting off with the second half. We're currently at 59 likes on my end, so if we can get that to over 62,
there you go.
That's the goal. One more like 63. There we go.
Oh,
That's all we need. I wanted Leicester to get a Champions League. Yeah,
I
me too.
know. Oh, and I was so mad because it could have gone from Liverpool not being in the Champions League to them getting third. And I'm still salty for the pain they caused me.
Yeah. And at one point we had Leicester City and West Ham with those last two Champions League spots, and Chelsea and Liverpool in the Europa League. Imagine Europa League with Liverpool, Chelsea, and Spurs. Man. Anyways, guys, here we go. We're getting ready for that second half to be kickoff. I'm gonna enable the slow mode again so we minimize spoilers.
Yeah, Gareth Bale ruined it. A lot of factors. I was mad.
Here we go.
I was mad.
And the second half of the Europa League final is underway. Villarreal currently winning 1-0. Let's pray on the dream that the Spanish team takes the trophy. Vamos Villarreal.
I think United's going to come out swinging. They're going to try to... El submarino amarillo.
No changes in the lineup.
Liverpool deserved it though? I'm sure they did. I didn't keep up with the at the end, so
I mean, I just kept up with the results, but I didn't watch the games. I mean, I'm sure they did. Yeah, we saw that Madrid Stadium was on fire. I mean, I don't know how bad, like the extent of it. I'm hoping it's just like one little fire and obviously it's being taken out of proportion. Because obviously you say Madrid Stadium is on fire and you're gonna that news is gonna travel quickly. Let's just hope it's a small fire and it doesn't keep growing.
time really good old timer.
Would I take Koundé? I mean, I would. I definitely would. But with Alaba and Militao coming up pretty big, I want to see Militao keep playing this season. And I frankly believe that one of between Ramos or Varane will leave. I'm praying that if I had to choose between the two, I would keep Varane.
I'm praying on both.
I mean, I don't think both will leave.
Nah, I don't think both will leave.
But it's not impossible either. But I do think, I think Ramos will stay and Varane will leave. However, I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, out of the two combinations, like from the Madrid point of view, I'd rather it be the other way.
Bad news, Messi's training ground on fire. Except, Messi hasn't scored in El Bernabeu.
Well, like it hasn't been up.
Okay, well, I guess that's true. In that sense, yes. But I meant to say, you know what I meant. Madrid's at home.
You can't blame it. It's on fire.
Albiol y también Pau Torres. A ver qué busca Villarreal. Es el cobro
Yeah, Messi in the Clásicos has been.
I have a quick stat for Messi's in the Clásicos. Oh! Oh, come on! Put that in! Put that in! Put that in! Oh! It was a
He's
pin
still
ball.
alive. He's still alive. Raúl Albiol wins it back. Oh,
Dude,
you
Raúl
first.
Albiol has fucking canas.
Yeah, my man's old. He was not young when he was in Madrid.
Then again, so do I.
I love the little man, but it makes him look more scary, like a fucking warrior.
Yeah. Dude, by the way, Game of Thrones is getting intense. I'm in the season finale. I'm in the season finale for. Oh yeah. Don't spoil it. Please don't spoil it. But anyways, back to football, soccer. That was good. Look at the chat for the next couple minutes. What was I gonna say?
A contrarrestar al Manchester, así que vamos a ver un gran segundo tiempo.
Dude, they almost scored. There was that pinball in the 6. All that guy had to do was a little tip.
Raúl Albiol.
Let's see, what do you guys? I would also keep Varane and play him and Koundé, Militao, 3 center backs. I mean,
The thing about Koundé is how much we have to pay for him. Sevilla's not going to let him go for under 60.
and that's why it's not viable. Madrid is not going to pay 60 for Koundé right now, especially if they want to get Mbappé. No way they pay 60 for Koundé. No way will they
When
have the money.
defensively they've been fine. With the uprights from Militao, Nacho's been killing it too. They have no.
Alaba coming in.
It's not like it's like a vacant gap that Madrid is forced to get. So like they have room to either negotiate or bring it down. It's not like it's like the Bartomeu era when everybody just be like, fuck, Barca wants a player, $1 million or $100 million.
100%. Plus, I mean, Koundé has had 1.5 really good seasons. You know, if he has another season like he did this year, then sure, now he's really worth his price. But right now, it's still more of a speculation on his price. Also, like those 60 million could come big for Madrid to get either a center mid, which I think is something that Madrid needs to start working on, or save him up for potentially Haaland next season.
Yeah, I would save him up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's better ways to invest that 60 million, 70 million that Sevilla would ask for Koundé. And here comes the dangerous ball from Manchester United that gets cleared out from Villarreal. And now we have a counter-attack from Villarreal, potentially, yes.
Send it! No, not yet. I call it too early. Ay, Trilleros! Okay, get rid of the ball. Oh, yeah.
Ay! Oh, look like
Foul. Ay, Villarreal me vas a dar un infarto.
Okay. We're breathing.
Muy parejo y el Villarreal
Great right there.
en
Great
el
right
segundo
there.
tiempo
Yeah, can fall.
adelantando sus líneas.
I don't see why people rate McTominay so highly. I couldn't really comment too well on that because I don't watch Manchester United that often, so all I know is actually the hype that people do give for McTominay. However, I do want to say that whenever I see Manchester United's scoreboard, I do see that McTominay scores here and there, so let me look up his stats for this season. McTominay. Statistics. Let's see, this year he played 32 games, which is a good amount. Playing 32 games shows that he's getting consistent. 4 goals, 1 assist.
Worse than Pogba.
That's more goals than Pogba, but his goal-to-game ratio is a little lower than Pogba's, yes.
And especially Pogba had more assists as well.
Pogba did have more assists.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's also Pogba, no?
Yeah, exactly. We're comparing him to Pogba right there, which is already something. I mean, 4 goals, that's about what Modric had this season. And
No way. I swear Modric scored like 50. No way.
Modric-
He had a month where he went off.
Modric had 5 goals this season. I mean, that's 1 more goal than McTominay, and they played about the same games.
That's true. We can't really, you can't rate a midfielder just on goals.
That's very true. Very, very true. Not enough goals.
Oh yeah, I'm scared. Could that be a
No,
potential? That is in the box. No.
They called it. They really called it, so it's penalty and we didn't see it. Did they really? Was that really in the box? I was completely looking at the stats and I didn't even see.
I think they're checking VAR, but yeah, it depends who touches the ball first. I think.
Si es Ferraz, entonces va a ser saque lateral para el Manchester United, pero obviamente se está activando el VAR.
No.
François.
Come on! Victory!
Thank God. I want to see this replay because I don't know.
I could see why he called it, but if the Villarreal player touched the ball first, then no. Whew! I got scared. I was like, wait.
Me too, because I was looking up the stats on Modric and McTominay, and then I look up and I see potential penalties, and I'm like, what? But I'm glad they didn't call it. I really want to see the replay. Oh, there's Dracula himself.
I love his little tie. I should get that from Barcelona. Come on to the pregames with a full suit.
With the tie. Odegaard is asking if we can afford both Mbappe and Cule if we sell Hazard, Varane, Bale, also players like Isco and Jovic. Okay, so money-wise, yes, I mean, we would be able to afford him. Now, realistically, we're not going to be able to sell all the players. We're not going to sell, I don't think we're going to sell Hazard, and if we do, it's going to be max like 40, 50 mil. Varane could be a good 60, 70 if we sell him. Bale is going to be really hard to sell, and if we do sell him, it's going to be for free. It's really just to free up salary wage cap. Isco would go for essentially for free. I mean, maybe like 10, 15 mil for him. And Jovic, I think we would loan him out. So I don't think we're going to, in an ideal world, yes, you want to sell all those players, but I don't think that'll happen. Fat John, shout out, buddy. Shout out.
Alright, aware, Villarreal, defend.
Cross by you, Hobbs. Careful. Good defending. Get that shit out. Oh, and McTominay showing to be a little scary there.
Him on 5? Pull off the shot, and if it didn't get deflected, I think that's in.
I'll tell you what, the scary thing there is how big I saw him. He was boxing out.
I was scared for a potential penalty.
And like a little half turn and I don't know.
Good goal.
Oh fuck. No. Was that offsides? Fuck, are you shitting me?
It just fell to him.
Oh, that's such a... Man, tap in, Cavani, tap in. Fuck, dude!
Down hurt.
Man, I need to replay. Jesus Christ, it looks like he's having a stroke. I want to see VAR.
I was like,
I think there could be potential offsides on Rashford's kick. We need to see Cavani's position. Hold on.
I'm looking good now.
Yeah, I have a bet. He's on. Wait, because it bounces off McTominay. Oh, hold on, I need to see it again. Because the ball bounces off McTominay again, but I think it's going to be good.
Creo que no.
En primer momento sí, he visto que hay algo de fuera de juego, pero creo que...
Show me the replay again,
si no me equivoco.
I need to see if the bounce of McTominay, if he's on side.
I like the way they leave the board check along with us. It took longer, but it was nice.
Let us formulate our own opinions. I mean, if they're taking this long, that means there's something.
That's good. Sí.
Come on.
Calladito, escucha.
Más allá de lo que decida en este momento tu hermano.
Vamos a ver, la sigue hablando el VAR, la están revisando, están los asistentes en el VAR.
Hay posibilidad fuera del juego, hay posibilidad.
Gol.
Es gol.
Ahí está, se confirma el gol de Cavani.
Damn it.
Respira el United y estamos
This is what they want to do. I just want to see the replay. Look.
Y ahora empieza otro partido.
Bambi saca, roba la pelota, la tiene Bruno Fernández.
Oh no, look at them come.
La tiene Bruno.
This is not the start that Villarreal needed. Allowing Man U to score early in the first 10 minutes of the second half is exactly what Man U would have dreamed for.
Here comes another one.
Oh shit! Oh, McTominay!
If Cavani touches that, done. Cavani touches that, done.
De Manchester, ¿no? De este empate, luego viene a
Sí.
posicionar arriba, fíjate que sale mucho más en profundidad.
Here come all the spoilers. I'm about to put a 90-second on you guys.
Como viene desde atrás, y otra vez.
Ay, McTominay. Hey, I mean, to be fair though, this still continues to more goals. We want to see more goals.
For the yellow
Vamos a ver qué
submarines.
tanto se puede hacer encima el United, aprovechar el momento. Ahí está el sexto gol de Cavani.
Ramos to Man U
En
or
5
Liverpool.
partidos en
I
esa
don't think Liverpool.
UEFA Europa
Maybe.
League. Y es que
I can see Man U.
sigue viviendo
He's your
el
Man U, but I
pantalón
don't think he's gonna
celeste
leave.
formidable. La pelota con Rashford.
Es que bueno.
Llega, le roba muy bien.
Ay.
Trataba de proyectar al frente a Gerard, se cruzó Pino.
Yeah, you gotta go back to like the physicality.
Demasiado. Y fue
Now that we talked about McTominay, I want to kind of, every time he gets the ball, kind of see.
Yeah. Catching my eye a little more.
Oh, very nice with that ball.
Entre dos, se queda con la pelota, sigue
Kickapoo.
La apertura es para Jeremy Pino, la devolución para el francés McTominay.
Oh!
McTominay with a hard foul.
No pasa nada.
Is that a foul?
I thought so for sure.
It's like a foul.
And the ref was right there, so it's not like.
Que nada más donde juega ya el Villarreal, no recuerdo. Otra secuencia del partido donde veía a los centrales jugar en territorio del United. La tiene Manu Triguero, se está apoyando ahí cortito con Dani Parejo. El esférico lo tiene Albiol. Albiol y la apertura por derecha para Jeremy Pino. Lo está esperando Luke Shaw. Jeremy tiene apoyo atrás con Foyt. El argentino va más atrás para que Albiol avance. Avanzar jugada. Puede apoyarse en Pau. Pau. Se mueve Manu Trigueros adelante.
Whatever minute you guys see right here is exactly what we're on, yeah. So that's how you'll know. Whatever minute y'all are on compared to us, that's where we're at.
Valle le mete muy bien el cuerpo. Será saque de puerta. Y tenemos el comentario de lujo de Javier el Pupi Zanetti.
Ahora la iniciativa la tomó el Villarreal. Se adelantó.
Dang it, this is not what we wanted to see, but it is what it is. Who is Villarreal subbing in? They're taking off Carlos Vaca. Coquelin. More midfielders.
I didn't see Coquelin. I just saw the big guy. And I was like, this time in the coach. Everyone like, we could do that. He would.
Zidane.
Yeah, see that too.
Zidane can do that, he would. Lampard. Coquelin. Xavi. Interesting. So Villarreal going with one striker now. So I'm thinking what Emery wants to do is take this game as long as possible to the final minutes, still with a tie. He's not going to try to get the goal yet. Later on, he may sub in the second striker again. But I think he needs to get the game under
He's
control.
going too defensive right now.
It could be a downfall.
Because every counterattack.
It could be a downfall. This is the decision of.
Gerard Moreno doesn't give you that depth. Oh no, it's buffering.
Why is it buffering?
Wi-Fi
Go
good.
check it. Yeah, Wi-Fi looks good on this end. Sorry guys, we're having technical difficulties again with the stream, which is buffering for us. Oh, there we go. We're back on. Push the little thing all the way to the right. Yeah. Nice. Hello. Okay, 60 and 22.
Coquelin entra en contacto con el balón, ahí está Capú.
We got a little more behind back.
El que la tiene es Juan Torres. Apertura por izquierda para que Pedraza la toque y se apoye. En Daniel Parejo. Albiol.
We're back on.
Y Albiol proyectándose.
Wijnaldum. He's a good signing for Barca for free. Yeah, you can't go wrong with all these free signings that Barca's getting. That's exactly what they need to be doing. If I was a Barca fan, that's exactly what I would want.
All depends how much he's asking for
In salary.
in terms of his salary, his wage. I'm not too sure, but
That's another thing. I'm waiting to see who Barca's gonna let go because Agüero, Wijnaldum, Eddie Garcia. That's a lot of players coming in. Wijnaldum and Agüero cannot be cheap salary-wise. Barca's gonna have to let someone go.
yeah, I think it's just gonna have to be for sure. There's a lot of players Barca wants to sell. The hard thing is gonna be actually convincing either the players to go or finding them a team.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of players that Barca wants to get rid of.
Diti, Pjanic.
Pjanic, I think Pjanic is going to be one of the easier ones to let go. I think teams still want him. In the Italian, he has a good
You'll find market for him.
He has a good. I mean, Italy for sure is where it's going to have to be.
You'll find market
He's
for
gonna
him,
be
but
hard.
he's not gonna go for much.
And this is going to be hard because of how much we're paying him. He's not going to want to go anywhere else because they're not going to pay him anywhere near what we're paying him.
Right.
equilibrado para
But the thing is, Pjanic is also similar scenario.
¿Qué entrada fue esa, eh?
He's getting paid good money at Barca right now. That's a
He wants to
long-term.
leave. He wants to leave. I don't know what's up with the stream. It keeps buffering, but
Do we have a lot of things on? Like, I don't think so. Taking up the internet. Firpo will be easy to let go. Will it?
Sí.
Oh shoot, my bad. I forgot to change the scoreboard.
Son dos grandes
I always forget.
finalizadores.
we're watching Minecraft
La
right now.
barrida de Bambi saca con todo sobre Pedraza. Servicio de manos que
Sí,
va a tener el
sí,
submarino
tiene
amarillo. Ahí
Wonderland.
está Alfonso Pedraza. Se mueve Manu Trigueros, también Jeremy Pino. La pelota para el joven. Termina tocando de primera y perdiéndola. La robó McTominay que recibe falta a la marca.
Yeah, I just refreshed it on top, I'd say.
Is that what you did?
No, I didn't do that, but I would say that's probably helped. Okay. The stream's buffering for us a little bit, so give us a minute while we fix it. Would I saw Griezmann? Depends on the offer. If there's not a good offer, I would not be in any rush to sell Griezmann. I think he's a player that does a lot for us off the ball. Defensively, he's pretty good for us. He hasn't been knocking out the numbers that we wanted out of him. However, it hasn't been bad. I mean, he did get a good amount of goals for us, a good amount of assists. So if the offer is there, if it's a high offer, yeah, I would sell him. But if it's just a sell to sell, no. Oh no, is it a handle? I don't think that's a handle, but whatever. When will Barca make the new stadium? I'm not too sure, but I think Bartomeu had started it, and I don't know. I'm not too familiar with it, but I did see that they might renovate
I
the
heard they wanted to
Camp Nou.
just renovate it, yeah, not make a new one.
Yeah, just renovate it. I don't know how it would work.
Yeah, I think that's the first is to finish off, like paying off whatever debts they had before.
I think there's other priorities. However, I think it's to the point where like if we don't go through with that project, it'll end up costing us a lot more. That's why we're forced to have to do it soon because of some shit Bartomeu did in the past.
Ay, Bartomeu.
Una pieza clave para el equipo
What?
napolitano.
Yeah, if we can get 100 mil for recent hell yeah, that's all.
64 minutos. Aaron se está apoyando atrás.
Yeah, 30 mil for Griezmann? No way I would sell him.
Lindelof.
No
No
way.
tiene poco.
Hell no. You have nothing to lose there. God dang with this damn fucking stream.
That was a time.
Everything is buffering for us right now.
The poor Wi-Fi can't handle it.
Ricky, let me see the charger back there for iPhone. My phone needs it.
Se vuelve a tirar atrás de Villarreal. Bruno. Lindelof nuevamente la apertura por izquierda para que la tenga Rashford. Ahí va por él como toda la noche. Foy. Y Rashford la toca con Bruno. Y ahora toca con Luke Shaw. Trató de buscar a Rashford, pero muy bien se cruza Juan Foy, que ha tenido un gran partido. La tiene Bruno Fernández. No le dio posesión del ingreso de Coquelin al Villarreal. Aquí viene el centro al área. La recepción dirigida por... De acomodarse, tocó con Paul Pogba.
Oh, gosh.
Pega el balón, se estrelló en Manu Trigueros. El rebote lo tiene el United.
Okay, hopefully we are back.
Viene con el cambio de juego para Luke Shaw, lo mató. Saque lateral, crack para el submarino amarillo.
Would I buy the pie?
Aquí
Yes.
vemos la jugada.
For free? Oh, that's not
Hell no, come on.
Yeah, if I think the buy for free is a great deal because worst case scenario, he doesn't fit into our team. He doesn't have the season that he's been having right now. He's still a player that we could sell for a good amount of money. Like, he's a player that he has good interest from a lot of clubs. So I mean, financially, it's a good purchase. You can only win from it. So yes, I would definitely get the buy.
Miren a Gerard. No pudo al final con Luke Shaw.
But also, I mean, if we're getting that many, I think Usman Dembele is gonna leave though.
La tiene Rashford ya.
I don't think he wants to renew.
Yeah, I mean,
Darle la vuelta. Ahí tiene
if you analyze the fact that he's not renewing, then yeah, potentially.
We're forced to sell him.
But the
too.
thing is,
That'd
like,
give
I
him
don't
away.
see why he would want to leave though, because he's getting the proper playing time. Like
Yeah.
he's honestly like a starter for them. So I don't see why he would want to leave. But yeah, also, what the hell is going on with this freaking stream?
Yeah,
It keeps
buffering
buffering.
right now.
My goodness.
The poor Wi-Fi can't handle it.
Lo tocó Cafú. Hay falta y tiro libre para el
Ugh.
Oh my goodness.
You guys are probably like 5 minutes.
Yeah, at this point,
Jugada de
jeez.
peligro, José Hernández.
Sí, yo creo que Unai
Oh my
Bro, this
god.
fucking thing.
y compañeros tiene que pensar en sacar del partido a Capú, me parece, por la tarjeta amarilla. De pronto ingresar a Moy Gómez puede ser una de las opciones, me parece, para el resto del partido.
I mean, if you would have told me at the beginning of the game that Villarreal would have made it to minute 67, still tied,
Si es que quieren.
I signed it. I signed that. That is huge.
I think the hard thing is the fact that
Tiro libre. Ahí están
United
Lucho
has
y
a momentum
Bruno.
right now.
They definitely do. Yeah, they definitely do. Oh, it's freaking buffering! I swear.
The stream. What's happening?
I don't know. I would blame it on the Wi-Fi, honestly. But then again, this Wi-Fi is working just fine. Here we go. Manu has a dangerous free kick, and our stream keeps buffering on here.
Yeah, we're watching my.
So we have literally no idea what the hell's going on. Okay, here we go. Bruno Fernandes crosses it. Clear. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is unwatchable right now.
Defensivo de atrás, el rebote. Greenwood trataba de acomodarse. Pau Torres.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna close off this stream
Le
here.
da formidable lectura
Cause
de acción.
yeah.
Y
What stream?
corta el intento.
No, don't close
Futbolista
off.
del
Don't close
United.
off. I
Ahora
just,
Bambi saca.
For a little bit. Let the Wi-Fi readjust and then we'll open it back up.
Villarreal y juega con Lindelof. Hay un hombre solo por derecha que es McTominay. Bambi saca, prefiere romper por el centro. Greenwood y la apertura con Luke Shaw. Bruno Fernández
I
bien
hope this,
abierto por la
works
banda,
out.
ya recibe. Aquí está el portugués. Lo es-
and it's
Doesn't seem to do that. I don't know what to do.
Because you don't have any other, like...
Está esperando Coquelin. Bruno Fernández metiendo esto. Que es un regalo para Jerónimo Rulli. Escuchamos la voz de nuestro.
Well, our stream is buffering really bad right now, so we're trying to figure out what's going on.
It's never buffered.
Yeah, it's never buffered. There's something going up.
Oh,
I think we have to miss a sitter
Otra vez en la barra.
that we missed.
Javier, otra vez, estos son los fallos terribles
Oh, there we
de
go.
estos árbitros.
Yeah,
Son
okay.
10 metros de fuera de juego.
Jesus Christ.
But in terms of like the time that we had
Que
going,
termine, luego se
I think you're good. Yeah,
y luego
just
se
wait full screen.
terminan 10 minutos para ver el
Oh.
VAR.
All right, here comes Villarreal on the.
Y llegó por derecha, se quedó esperando Juan Foyt que apenas llega. Foyt pisa la pelota frente a Rashford. El toque bien descargando a la zona donde está Dani Parejo. Encontró un espacio, un huequito, después sacó un disparo muy desviado. 25 minutos.
Yeah, Rashford missed
Final de la UEFA
a
Europa
sitter, I
League.
think.
Escuchamos a Don Gol, José Hernández.
Sí, tuvo la oportunidad Parejo en ese espacio que encontró por el centro, el terreno de juego. Ahora lo muestra más
Rashford.
impresionante de nuevo el Villarreal. Son 20 minutos cruciales que le quedan al partido.
Alright guys, hopefully we're back. The stream doesn't be, knock on wood, stream doesn't seem to be buffering anymore. We had a little 4 minutes there where it was just all going to crap. But we are back. Right.
Tratar de interrumpir el avance. Bambi saca, la deja Paul Pogba. Y ahora la apertura con Bruno Fernández. Ya logró sacarse la
image is
presión
not
del
the
Villarreal.
clearest,
El United la tiene
Yeah,
Rashford,
right.
proyecta muy bien a Luke Shaw.
No better.
Llega marcando
Luke Shaw.
Shaw con un gran
Luke
rebote. Le pega de derecha.
Oh!
Y el rebote de cabeza que se estrella en Pau Torres.
I thought that was...
just shot it.
Le quedó
You thought Shaw would have shot it?
Yeah.
Ah, just because he was on his right foot?
Oh, he's left-footed?
Yeah, he's left-footed.
Jugada individual, sigue
But
Greenwood.
still.
desde el
Oh,
centro.
that corner? Ah, very good.
Boy, Adam.
Man, that header from Cavani was definitely going in, but thank God there was a defender there to block that.
La
Look,
jugada
he
Good.
crossed it on his right foot.
Good
y
cut.
Cavani que casi convierte de cabeza.
Yeah, he did.
Hay que darle mucho crédito a Cavani.
That's a
ojo,
hard. No,
eh.
he went for
He
a
went
shot.
for a shot, yeah.
Que pateó al
Pau
arco.
Torres.
Pau Torres was there to save Villarreal.
Yeah,
And here we go. Little less than 20 minutes until full 90 minutes.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take
Potential
it.
potential extra times would be pretty crazy.
Man, you're attacking like crazy. Yeah, but they are.
Yeah, Manu's definitely starting to turn it on right now. Let's see if Villarreal can hold on. But keep in mind, Villarreal also grows more dangerous every passing minute. Because Manu grows a little more desperate. But the fact that they know that they still have extra time ahead of them should calm them down.
Toquecito corto para que Greenwood la tenga. La vuelva a jugar con Paul Pogba. Y este proyecta Wan-Bissaka que levanta cabeza. Jugó con Bruno.
Good play for Man U right here.
Ah, good Villarreal. Vamos.
Ahora el Villarreal Torres holding the fort down right now.
Mete este servicio que
Rulli.
remate la defensa.
Buena, Rulli.
Argentino, crack.
Crack.
Sí, entre esta.
Yo, could you guys tell me who's the better team so far?
Villarreal
Yeah, you can make the argument. Yeah, you can make the argument for Man United, especially the second half. United has had obviously the goal already, and 2 chances that could have, one for Rashford, one for Cavani.
After the Villarreal goal, Villarreal has not done much.
Which is exactly what we were talking about in the first half. If they score early or semi-early, it tends to affect these teams because they go super defensive and then they end up falling in a place that was worse than they were before. But yes, we are following Villarreal. That's why he's wearing Spain. I'm wearing the yellow shirt, just to support the Yellow Submarines.
Y el apoyo de Juan Foyt atrás con Albiol, lo apretaba Edinson Cavani. Albiol tiene que jugar de apoyo con su arquero.
What does Villarreal need to do right now to get the game back in their favor, or at least to calm Man U a little bit?
Get a little more positional in the midfield.
Remember whenever they brought in Coquelin and we said this could be really bad? I think it's affecting them because they're winning the ball back and they don't have an outlet. Look, they win the ball back.
Gerard Moreno's he's not like an outlet player. He's not that number 9 striker that
He's not a target guy.
no, he does. He's like Griezmann. There's a lot of defensive work. I would relate him a lot to Griezmann.
Now, who does Villarreal have to bring on?
Taco.
Alcacer could be a good option. Is Pogba leaving?
Sí, les pide calma
No.
porque
Oh, no, I thought he was getting slowed down. I was like, damn.
balones como que vimos
He's
ahora de
nuts.
Pogba.
Paco Alcacer could definitely be an option. By the way, Karim Adami, thank you so much, man, for the nice words. I'm glad we were able to help you out. College can be definitely very stressful, so you definitely need an outlet to release some stress. So I'm glad we helped you out in that way.
The corner.
Vamos Villarreal. ¿Qué
Deja espacios, yo creo que.
Pedraza.
Lateral izquierdo donde
Sí, pedraza.
llega, ¿no?
Manchester
Manchester tiene que
Imagine Raúl Albiol leaps.
Oh,
Son la coletita.
I would celebrate like crazy.
aprovechar en estos
Vamos,
espacios.
Villarreal. Vamos.
Yo creo que hasta hoy, en estos momentos, Parejo no ha entrado en este juego, ¿no?
Jeremy Pino para cobrar el tiro de
Eso no
esquina.
lo
Vamos a ver
puede
si lo hace
hacer.
corto. Ya lo ejecuta
Yeah.
con Dani Parejo. Ahora juegan para el centro de Pedraza. El rechace de Paul Pogba en el rebote. Vamos a ver a
Trigueros.
Trigueros con el disparo que se estrella en
Yeah.
Rashford. Es tiro de esquina. Por eso
Another corner. 15 minutes left. Come on, Villarreal. Come on. Sí se puede.
Ahí están los casi 2000
Who's that? Paco Tacos. There he is.
Paquito.
We were asking for him, and Paco Alcacer is coming on. Now, I wonder if Emery will go take him out for Moreno or take him out for a midfielder.
Midfielder.
I would agree with you. I think he needs to come out for a midfielder, but
Moreno came out against Madrid, didn't he?
uh,
I think he was precaution for this game.
perhaps I wouldn't take Parejo out. I think Parejo runs that midfield.
But can he keep
Trigueros.
running? Does he have it all
Trigueros.
to run the whole game?
I don't know.
El tiro de esquina.
Here we go.
But I think
Parejo.
Parejo's the most experienced out of all of
Ahí
them.
están Pau Torres, Gerard,
I would-
Cambú.
Yeah, I would
Obviamente
opt
Albiol,
for
el
Parejo.
trazo atrás, el trazo atrás es
stay.
para Foyt. Y Foyt la vuelve
If
a jugar.
physically he
Dos
can
cobros
keep up.
consecutivos en corto,
Because
buscando
it is a
distinto.
United team, right? It's not
Cuando
just
me
another
parece que los
Liga
centros
team.
directos
They're
al área,
going to make you run a
Villarreal
little extra, and I don't know if
muy
Parejo has the
dividiendo a
strength for
Villarreal a
that.
lo largo del partido.
Sí, raro la decisión de jugar corto
Qué
cuando
embalada.
el Manchester tiene grandes dificultades en las pelotas paradas.
Cambio, José, se va a ir Jeremy
Oh,
Pino.
did you not?
Sí, buen partido de Jeremy
Yeah,
Pino.
that's okay. Yeah, you should. I mean, if you're trying to donate, man, you should be able to donate.
Es el otro-
See next to that smiley face that says custom emojis?
Que se entiende a la
Right
perfección.
there, you can show your support to El Merengue Cule. Okay, for Pino, who was playing right mid. So I like it.
Perdón, segundo cambio del Villarreal. Y
Oh,
va
and also
a realizar
Trigueros.
Dos modificaciones.
Right, that is Trigueros.
Porque también
Moy
está
Gomez.
listo
He's also a
para
decent
entrar
player.
en la cancha. Moy Gomez,
Yeah,
y lo va a
Moy
hacer
Gomez
con
plays
Trigueros.
a decent amount. Okay.
Así que dos cambios.
I like to see that Emery's putting in some fresh legs
Moy Gómez
to finish it
y
up.
Paco Alcácer. Se van.
Don't leave on the bench. Oh, fuck. I forgot about on the beak. Dude, I literally forgot about him. He went to Man U and disappeared, honestly.
77 minutos.
I wonder if it's own like he deserved to be benched, or that's just Solskjaer like not playing him ever. I'm curious. The Man U fans that are currently watching, let me know your thoughts on Van de Beek.
Donny Van de Beek. He's a very unique type of player. He doesn't fit into every single team. I feel like because he's not a striker, but he's not like a midfielder either. He's like somewhere in between. So it's kind of hard to put him into a team. You kind of have to build a team around him type of deal.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, I don't think Ajax was built around him, but
like his style was very Ajaxy. Like they were very possession-based team. Like
yeah, whereas Man U is definitely more counter-attackers. Careful, good. Raúl Diaz is going to keep the
power.
What was I going to say? Now, we know that we said Baca started to bring experience, and I think he definitely brought something to the game. But Paco Alcácer is the actual starter for Villarreal.
him and Gerard Moreno work a lot better together.
So Villarreal, yeah, exactly. Villarreal technically has their starting lineup, or their starting...
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure those out, but whatever.
Oh, he really thought Cavani almost scored it. Woo!
Yeah.
Bet.
As I was saying,
We're live.
Villarreal has their starting strikers right now, which is definitely going to bring a lot more cohesiveness and chemistry to the attack.
I think Baca is also a bit faster.
Baca faster
Than Paco Alcácer?
Maybe. We do have an Instagram. It should be in the description if you check it out. Yeah.
Ah, después.
Aguero and Gini. The wild Genie. The wild Genie. Ay! Foyt! Come on, don't give me a heart attack. Foyt has had a hell of a game. They're going to the 50-50 tackles. Strong, and yeah. These past couple minutes. Cool Drew late to the party as always. Always. 10K soon, yes. We're approaching the 10K. We need 800 more subs.
Hey, we'll get there probably during
The Euros.
That's when I'm gonna go back to the channel grind.
Yeah.
Right now I'm taking some time on my studies, so it's been a little tough right now, but we'll be back on it for sure.
Who are we supporting in the UCL final? I'm probably going to be going for Chelsea.
I think I'm gonna go for City.
El Pep supporter. Oh my God. Nah, I just don't want to see Pep win a
You've always hated City though.
I always have, yeah. But then again, I also have never really liked Chelsea. It's honestly two teams that I don't
Also,
really like.
you prefer the team that eliminated you.
Yeah.
Unless it was Liverpool against Barcelona.
Y por lo que estamos viendo, está muy parejo.
This is so unfortunate for.
I want to see that. Look, they're not showing me a replay where I can see that Cavani was on or off.
Unless
They never
showed
showed
it was
it.
lagging.
I don't think so. El matador.
Sí, José está,
Cavani.
parece que está, porque se queda parado Villarreal. Entonces cada
Cavanini.
balón que llega de un rechace va muy
El
rápido.
Conini.
Mira Cavani, mira los números, crack de Cavani. Perdón que te interrumpa. 6 goles, 2 asistencias en 3 partidos como titular en esta Europa League. Qué temporada del uruguayo.
Excelente.
Yeah, that was going for it.
He's got nothing to lose. Career's almost over. He does look like a straight warrior. With the thick beard and the haircut. For sure.
And he looks experienced too.
Y el sueco jugando atrás
He's
con
not so
Ibrahim.
young.
Allí con Pogba.
Well, thank you.
Oh, se cruza muy bien.
Just graduated in 2023. I graduated in 2023.
Well, thank you for
That's like, buddy. Hell yes.
Para el marfileño
my Gomez with the yellow card. No.
de
Wan-Bissaka?
Alcácer.
Bye.
Así que segunda amarilla del partido, primera para un futbolista del United, es Eric Bailly. Ahí está, le levantó el codito un poco y el árbitro Turpán considera a Pupi que es de amarilla.
Eric Bailly, the man we used to fear in
Ni
FIFA.
siquiera-
Rooney used to have this little like devil looking like chin.
Para mí,
But yeah, on FIFA he was always very OP.
Paco Alcácer creo que
But I thought he wasn't playing much, honestly.
I thought so too.
En este
Yeah.
tiempo,
I think Maguire is the one that's been.
esta falta ni siquiera sacaba tarjeta
Maguire,
amarilla
yeah,
por
you're right.
otro para caerse solo.
Yeah.
But they also paid 80 million.
sacaba tarjeta amarilla por Pau
They
mucho más
they
fuerte que
overpaid
esto
for Maguire in my
seguramente.
opinion. I would never.
He's still like he's giving them good. Apparently, according to Tobor, he's like their most consistent player.
Viene con el servicio, sale bien de
I mean,
But 80 million.
yeah. If there's any Man U fans still watching, let us know your thoughts on Maguire, Bailly, and also I still wanted to know regarding Van de Beek. Still Van de Beek, haven't heard much. Oh, Van de Beek has more minutes on the bench than Bale at Madrid.
83 minutos y el United sigue sin
Yeah,
cambios,
well,
José.
Probably.
Yeah,
Sí,
I mean, I
sigue
can
sin
see
cambios
that.
y se ve muy fresco.
Oh, Luke Shaw, here he goes. Oh, oh.
Se estorbaron.
Woo.
Cavani y Greenwood.
Hay falta para el
Cross.
United.
La previa.
Sí.
Sobre Luke Shaw.
Sí, señor.
Shaw
El
asking for
momento
foul.
del centro.
Yeah, I think they
Es lo
fouled
que
him
está
there, cross,
marcando
because it
Turpán,
looks like.
extraordinario. El Pupi Zanetti detectando esa acción y Turpán señalando esta falta
Yeah,
de
Shaw looks
Foy.
very different. Oh, that is a pretty bad foul.
Cuidado.
That, I don't think that's a red card, but that's definitely. They can't go back and check a yellow card, but that should have been for yellow.
Ya le
Oh,
está
I think
llevando
they're gonna
bien.
give it.
Venga Foy.
Yeah, definitely yellow.
The fact that they're just now giving it to him is a little sketchy. This is how a foul that you give right away.
He's definitely going off of like
What the VAR is like, hey,
Así que se
amarilla.
el Villarreal. Capó y ahora Foy por esta
Man U is clinical as Barca
barrida
2021.
tardía. Viene el árbitro
That's not
central.
good.
La falta y hay tiro libre para el United en 84 minutos.
Let's see. 5 minutes left. Let's hope there's no heartbreakers for Villarreal here.
Que se ponen de acuerdo para ver quién
Let's
será el
hope.
que cobre y cómo será el servicio. Las marcas ahí, Pedraza con Cavani.
Darwin Mill right here just gotta leap over Cavani and knock it out.
Crucial momento del
Pretty good
partido.
show. It looks like Kane a little bit.
Kane?
Momento clave.
Claro.
Muy peligroso.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno
Se la
Fernandes.
barrera ordena Rulli. ¿Se animará a pegarle directo, crack?
No,
Nah.
no creo. No creo. Tienen que buscar centro.
Ruli's eyes are definitely in the
Vamos a
cross
ver.
there.
Bruno,
No.
servicio. ¿Quién la quiere? Caen
Bueno.
dos hombres de Villarreal que dice Turpán, sigue
Ah,
McTominay.
boy!
Yo fue con la contra, no, la rompe.
That's that happened, they got the chief goal.
Yeah. Rashford has definitely been off this game. He hasn't impressed me too much.
Quiet. He's super quiet.
He's definitely been quiet. Yeah.
José,
Sí, señor.
Who are we going for? We're going for Villarreal.
Yeah.
Mira, hay
Wayne
dos
Rooney
cambios que
is
pueden
in the
hacer
Wayne Rooney's in
más allá.
stance.
Experiencia
Oh, that's
con
nice.
Mata y Matic.
He's a coach now, isn't he?
Donde
Oh, there he is, there he is, there he is.
las cosas bien.
Damn, look at him.
el apoyo que tiene
It's
la
looking like a
tribuna
boxer.
United. Wayne Rooney.
Yeah. Oh, because again, he fans. That makes sense. Well, he didn't have a mask on, which.
Wan-Bissaka con el rechazo.
Wayne Rooney
El 3 de
también.
junio, no te pierdas el regreso de la Liga de Naciones de la CONCACAF. Partido semifinal, México.
Damn, that's good from McTominay. That's good from McTominay right there. If I'm being honest, I've seen more from McTominay than I have from Pogba.
Ojo que la tiene
Then
Rashford.
I have from
Otra vez.
Rashford, then I have from.
Y ojo
I've seen
que
Greenwood here and there.
primero.
Greenwood, I have.
Ooh.
Pero cuidado, Gerrard se
Pogba.
le entregó a Pogba. Luke Shaw
Yeah, I don't.
ahora.
Pogba, I don't.
Le
I don't
rebotó
think
muy
Pogba's
bien
the
la
player that
pelota
he used to
con
be.
y será servicio lateral
Definitely
para el
not.
Villarreal.
I
4
think that's
minutos,
plays.
4 minutos le quedan al partido.
But not like that shining star that he used to be. The
Los
goat
dos
of Man U
jugadores
in
más
stance.
importantes hoy en este partido, los dos laterales de Manchester. Tantos ataques una detrás de otra.
Poor Foyth is taking all types
Esto
of
es un
hits.
alivio para.
He's also
para
giving a
ellos.
fair good amount of them, though.
Dos cambios más.
Oh, Alberto Moreno.
Se va a ir Pedraza.
And Mario
Y
Gaspar.
va a
Mario
ingresar
Gaspar's good too.
Alberto
Left and right
Moreno.
backs coming in right now. Left and right backs.
Mario
Alberto
Gasparri.
Moreno used to play for Liverpool. He should know menu a little.
Same with Emery. Like
Yeah.
planting this game, it would be easier for Emery than it would be for Sos.
Así que Molino
Okay.
a la cancha, se va Pedraza.
Pedraza had a
Hay que
good
saber
game.
si es el 8 de Foyt. Que ha jugado un partidazo.
Alberto Moreno.
Spanish. Even
Interesting.
though he does not look Spanish. He looks
No, it looks like Irish.
Sí.
Really.
Irish. Yeah, I was gonna say he kind of looks like. Okay, just going a little in, but I was gonna say
Hizo un buen
McGregor. Like I saw the
partido,
little.
por ahí está preocupado por la amonestación hace muy pocos minutos y si espera suplementario por ahí tiene miedo por
Vamos,
eso.
Villarreal, you are making.
Dude, the fact that they're getting to the 90th minute, still
Hay que
tied,
buscar
gives me hope.
Damage, some damage.
If they could take this to penalties, you never know what happens there.
30 minutos en la prórroga.
Ha hecho los 5 cambios
Sí, señor.
que le permite el reglamento. Unai Emery en los 90 minutos. Tendrá uno más durante la prórroga.
Dang,
Pero
6 subs?
Solskjaer
More
no
than half the
mueve,
team.
no mueve el equipo.
Oh yeah. United has not made one sub. have
You're
they?
right.
Pareciera que con estos
Not a
llegará
single
el
sub.
partido del United.
Who the hell
De
is
Gea,
bench?
la
You
salida.
came from the bench,
Valle
right?
It doesn't
jugando
show
con
it here
McTominay.
like this. Like it shows it on the app.
If you open it, will it show you?
Y tiene jugadores interesantes. Fred, Mata,
Oh.
Matic, que lo mencionaba,
Mata.
Van de Beek.
Matic. Matic is good.
On the beak. Who could go in? I forgot about
I don't. It's see, like I just don't keep up with United anymore to know like who's still a good rhythm. Because I hear those names and I'm like, oh, okay, I recognize them. They were good at one point.
Yeah, but like
nowadays, I'm
Mata, I think of him as an ex-player.
Yeah.
Matic, I think of him as an ex-player, even though I.
Cambia el juego buscando a
See, like, I don't know him. With him, I don't know. But Fred,
Fred, I know he's young, but at the same time, I know he doesn't play often. All the Man U fans that are currently watching, or if you know a little more about Man U, who have been the players that Man U usually subs more often? Let us know. Let us know.
Buena la acción en centro de Luke Shaw. Y anticipó bien a Pau Torres, Paul Pogba. Un minuto le queda al partido, más lo que agregue Turpin. No se ha perdido mucho en tema de lesión. 3 ventanas de cambio las que ha utilizado Unai Emery. Así que podemos pensar que va a agregar unos 3. Ya lo veremos. Rooney viene con el despeje. Pelota dividida, ganar la pelota, Moreno la deja pasar, la tiene Paco Alcácer, falta de Gerard Moreno, dice Turpin. Pelota para el United, la reclama
I just
Gerard.
started over to like to go
Al
30.
límite el partido.
Dang, this is gonna be the first ever live stream that goes to extra time. Okay, anyways. Oh, Davis, I forgot they have Davis as a left back.
Davis is good. Van der Beek though.
On the beak, Fred and James. What's his name? James what? No, not Rhys James. I forgot what his other name.
Good touch from Rafa.
Manchester United is definitely not finishing as strong as I would have expected. them.
Yeah, they feel like they're kind of.
I think they're kind of scared that
They're
we
still
get like a
aggressive.
counterattack.
Yeah. I feel like both teams are like, screw it, let's take it to extra time. But I
En
think.
estos 3 minutos.
Oh no, is he injured?
Is Marcel injured? I feel like he should be playing.
Pensar en
Is
estos
Marcel injured? I need to look at this fucking bench, like, straight up.
que de momento sí han dejado mucha iniciativa a Manchester. Manchester se creció cada minuto que pasaba después del empate, pero tampoco tienen ocasiones claras de gol los dos equipos, ¿no?
El despeje
Just
de
give it a minute,
Rooney.
we'll check it out.
3 minutos entonces, Pogba viene con el cabezazo.
I just don't want to move this thing
Moyo
off.
trataba
Well, I
de
mean,
ganarla,
like,
después
once that
hacer
happens,
falta sobre
because
Moy
at the
Gómez.
minute- oh,
La reclama Bruno
yeah,
Fernández,
yeah,
oportunidad para el Villarreal. Aquí se tiene que ir Albiol, se tiene que ir Pau Torres, se tienen que ir todos al remate, Pupi.
Oh, I thought you meant like red card. I
No, I was
was like,
like, whoa, chill, relax.
Que por abajo generen la táctica
Martial
fija,
arts.
parece ser su dependencia.
all right. Imagine the scenes that Villarreal scores in the last play, last minutes of this game to win the Europa League final.
Que es casi frontal.
Will all our players be? No, they don't have that many players up there. Look how many Manchester United players are back there defending. But careful!
¿Quién se levanta? Pau, la buscaba.
Oh!
Era la
Mario
más
Espana was a good.
ganando.
Ooh! I like it!
Por encima.
That was an interesting shot.
Torres.
Yeah.
You should have crossed it.
No era mala.
I didn't mind the shot. I think he could have curled it a little bit more and just leaned over the ball.
Me parece que decide bien.
ejecuta mal, obviamente, pero era buena
No,
oportunidad.
yeah.
2 minutos se han ido ya.
No.
1 minute left in the.
El
Yeah.
agregado, De Gea. Con la calma con la que está despejando, parece que también el United dice, bueno, dale, tiempo extra, 30 más y veremos.
Yeah, they're
cómo
both
nos
ready for
toca.
extra time.
Va a venir el despeje.
Damn,
de
that
David
stupid
De Gea.
Cavani goal.
I know millimeters probably from being outside. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, they still haven't shown us the
Buscaba
actual replay, so
Cavani,
how would we
la
know?
ganó Capú.
This is the first time that they don't actually show
Se
replay.
apoya en Shaw.
Yeah.
40
Normally they do it,
segundos,
but just delayed.
Rashford y Pogba. Cambio de juego para
Granted, it
Wan-Bissaka.
could have been shown when it was like.
Espera muy Gómez. La pelota
Oh,
para
it's a weird.
Greenwood.
Because these guys were talking about it later, no?
Sigue Mason. Jaloncito.
Good finish from Moreno.
Pelota rebotada. Lateral para el Villarreal.
I feel like
Terminar el partido.
the Premier League is known to be more physical,
Vamos a jugar
but Villarreal is bringing the battle to them, and it looks like United doesn't know how to cope with the physicality. Even though, like, I would have agreed or said that the Premier tends to be more physical. Now, what I think United is not necessarily used to.
There you go. Sorry about that. It's not always video off. But that is halftime. Villarreal was able to hold on to Manchester United. Yes, we had that Cavani goal that came in and kind of messed it up. But we have extra times and hopefully penalties. I will always want the penalties. Let's see what happens.
I think United are not used to teams parking the bus. I feel like that's not a style that is known for in the Prem. And that's where La Liga thrives. La Liga knows how to fucking close themselves off and keep it at 0-0. If you look at all the La Liga games, very low scoring. Whereas the Prem games tend to be a little more high scoring.
I agree. What do you guys think after the full 90 minutes? Who do you think was the best team so far? Who do you think deserves to be winning? Let me know your thoughts. Who do you think has been the best player? Who do you think has been the best player?
That's tough. That is very tough. There's been moments where in the beginning of the game I saw a lot of Bruno Fernandes. Towards the end, not so much. Moments where I saw a bit of Pogba, then McTominay took the scene for a bit. Gerard Moreno's goal, but then apart from that,
There hasn't been one player that I'm like,
I think
this
both
player's
teams.
standing out.
I think both teams are struggling against each other. Of course, Villarreal is going to struggle against United.
Yeah.
We knew it was going to happen. Their attack force is very strong, and they're struggling, but they're also prepared to struggle. They were okay with struggling, and they came into the game with that mentality.
yeah.
Raúl Arreola has been everywhere for me.
Ooh,
Raúl
that's
Arreola has been everywhere
a
for me.
potential.
Rashford's been a little quiet for me, if I'm being honest.
I do think so too. Bruno Fernandes, I've seen him on the ball, but I haven't seen him do anything that I'm like, oh damn. Like Bruno Fernandes is a top class player, like nothing like that. Pogba, not much. The player, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. The player that I saw the most this second half was Shaw.
Oh, okay, I saw Greenwood a lot.
Greenwood, the whole left wing for Man U, I think was the strongest. I was watching you guys during class, and now I'm watching the game. Okay, hell yeah. There you go.
I remember watching the games always during class.
Yeah.
Oh, I was watching the Barcelona versus Roma in pre-cal with my friend. Oh man, I just go fuck in the middle of class. Oh shit, I couldn't hold it back.
That's okay, Bar beats Liverpool.
Yeah, we got a loyal subscriber.
I was, yeah, hell yeah. I was tutoring whenever Barca was playing Liverpool, and for the 4-1.
Oh, I remember I was in the
I couldn't believe it.
in the first leg, I think I was in English in the Cox, and their son was a Liverpool fan,
Oh.
so I was happy. And then the second game I was at
During
home.
the massive
I
four-day
was
sale
already,
at
I don't
Furniture
know.
Row.
Fuck.
That's
Hard
4
times,
days
hard
to
times,
save
hard
$100.
Look, we have a United fan that's very disappointed with United today. What are we doing? That's interesting to hear. Because I also don't think United is playing very well.
But I think it's just Villarreal has made it tough on them because again that's La Liga special. Make it tough on the upper team because it's been Barça Madrid for so long. The only way they could shut down Barça Madrid was to play park the bus.
Yeah.
And unfortunately that's what La Liga has come to. It's a little boring, but it's tough. It's tough for the big teams, and that's what it's kind of come down to. And I think that's where United's been struggling the most.
My friends and I would also watch the game during class in elementary school.
In elementary school.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, take over. I'm gonna
Where's
go
the-
take a
I'm
quick
looking
restroom
for
break
the-
as we prepare for the extra time. Do you want some chips or something?
Yeah, I think you're kind of got hungry. I'm looking for the. I can't find it. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Ooh, Bruno. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. How many big games has United played with Bruno? The Champions League a little bit, but yeah, Bruno hasn't been the most active, for sure. Yeah, Real to win it. I hope so. I hope so. Could you turn down the noise from the advertisements? Yeah, I'm a little bit late for that, but I definitely could have done a better job of that. I'll keep that in mind for future streams. Ooh, you're in high school right now. It could be. I feel like it's weird now. Now with COVID, I feel like it's not the same. But I hope it's so fun. I had a lot of fun in high school. But the extra times are about to start. I think United's gonna push for it, but the fact that they haven't made any subs is gonna make it extra hard to push for that goal. So the extra time has just started, and well, I hope Villarreal pulls this miracle. Let's see what's saying. Rashford needs more. Yeah, Rashford needs to. Rashford has a good long shot.
I'm gonna stop and stop.
Yeah, definitely. Same over here.
Third file. Alright, we're back. We got a few snacks in here.
Snackaroos. Oh, man, you got mine.
Turn up the volume to get hype over here. I'm a United fan, but I'm wearing a Chelsea jersey at school right now.
El Manchester United veo que no hizo modificaciones, José Luis, parece que
No changes for yes, I'm definitely going to be watching Benzema at the Euros. Benzema and Mbappe, our future partnership, can't miss out on that one.
Rulli que va a salir jugando, va a presionar un poco la salida Cavani. Rulli le pega mal, Van Bissaka la va a ganar, el rebote le cae a Albert Moreno. McTominay con el balón, siente la presión de Boy Gómez. Se quita la marca también desde el número 19, Coquelin. McTominay. Pogba. Sigue Paul con el balón.
Alright, I'm gonna have to get a little rough of glucose in my blood.
Luke Shaw.
All the talking does get us tired, guys. Just letting y'all know.
Torres is way too overrated. He is a bit overrated.
They do hype him a little more than I would hype him. I mean, I've had Madrid play against him a few good amount of times, and I've never been like, goddamn, Pau Torres is like everywhere. I think it's just because he's a Spanish defender, and they're looking to. The Spanish media is always looking to hype up their players, especially if they had a few good games or a good season, which I think is what happened. Pau Torres probably had a really good season, so now he's hyped all the time. But I say I would agree with your comment.
Alberto Moreno va a levantar el centro.
Good ball.
Me gusta pasado, la esperaba Gerard Moreno. Será saque de manos. Parece que la contra
the Spanish media is actually absolutely crap. I agree with you on
un poco de posibilidades, Javier Zanetti.
Sí, parece que el libreto no cambia. Es raro que Solskjaer todavía no haya hecho ningún cambio.
Yeah, I'm very surprised there's been no subs from Man U. I would have already made at least one sub.
For the people that watch the Prem a lot, what percentage of games do teams park the bus in? Against like big clubs?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say as much as La Liga. In La Liga, we're very used to that, especially for Madrid and Barcelona.
What's my opinion on the Spanish squad for the Euros? At first, before I actually looked at the team, I was like, Spain just doesn't have the same players anymore. Like there's very little players from Barcelona and Real Madrid. Well, there's no from Real Madrid. But then when I actually took the time, broke it down, I got excited. I feel like, Spain has this kind of like underdog type mentality with very good players thrown in the mix as well, promising players. So I couldn't help but get excited. Not gonna lie. There's definitely one of the teams I'm gonna go for.
Yeah, I don't think it's biased. I personally, and I'm a Madrid fan, guys. You guys know. I don't think a Madrid defender or a Madrid player deserves to be on there. The only one I could argue for is Nacho. Nacho, I think, should have been there over Eddie Garcia or at least Diego Llorente. Nacho's one that I will argue for. But Asensio, Isco, don't deserve to be there. Dani Carvajal injured, and Lucas Vazquez injured. So I can't be against Luis Enrique on this one. Personally. And seeing the squad does kind of excite me too a little bit. Because I like to see it's a lot of the La Liga boys that fight day in, day out with Villarreal, with Sevilla, with Atletico. Yeah. One player that I think should have been there that got kind of screwed is the defender from Atletico Madrid, Hermoso.
Oh, Hermoso was good.
Hermoso had a really good season. Played just about every minute with Atletico Madrid, won the title, and then didn't get called up. I would rather have Hermoso over Llorente.
Like a player like Eddie Garcia that didn't play that much with City, and I think that's where Enrique's loyalty to Barca are coming in a little bit extra hot. I will admit that. I will admit that.
Eddie Garcia being on there.
There are better options in terms of the performance they've had this season.
Does Villarreal play for Spain? No. I don't think Villarreal plays.
No. Screw that guy.
Se escucha el apoyo de los aficionados del submarino amarillo. Van Bissaka. Dejó pasar la pelota Greenwood, que le va a pegar así de zurda es Pau Torres, no puede
we may do something first for the 10K. We may. Potentially, let's get there first. And what player would you take from Manchester United?
Ready for Barca?
Yeah, you answer first.
The biggest players are obviously Rashford and Bruno Fernandes, but I feel like Barca does not need any more forwards. So I kind of want to say Pogba, but I don't know how good Pogba is anymore. I don't know if I would.
If it was like the Juve, if it was a Juve Pogba, yeah, then sure, I would go for Pogba too. Bruno Fernandes could also really help Madrid, especially because Madrid really struggles to score. Rashford, having Rashford on the wings would probably not be bad.
Yeah, if I were you, I'd do Rashford.
We don't need anyone in defense. Madrid doesn't need anyone from defense from Man U, I would say. Yeah, it's
I would say Rashford if I were you.
And considering that, if Mbappe wasn't gonna join, yes, give me Rashford. But if Mbappe joins, I'd rather have like Bruno Fernandes to get the ball to Mbappe, to get the ball to Benzema. Because we need to start thinking about the midfield. Like Modric doesn't have he'd be like a good replacement for Modric. That's what I'm thinking.
But I don't think Bruno Fernandes gets you the ball up there. I think he's like a very high player. He's not like a midfielder that really does.
He's a center attacking mid.
But more like towards that striker type vibes. Like he's not one that helps you break out. He's not one that.
I don't know if I would agree with that. He stands right behind the striker. Yeah. He helps that transition. Okay. I don't think we're really the right people to say how he plays because we have not watched him play. I want the Manchester United fans that are watching this to let me know the type of playing style that Bruno Fernandes has. Is he a player to stand more right next to the striker and literally just support the striker as almost like a second number 9? Or is he a player, which is what you think? Or is he a player that drops somewhere in between the midfield and the strikers to try to help transition that ball forward, which is what I think he would do in Madrid, and that's why I would want him. So kind of, I guess all Man U fans, let us know, or I mean, you don't have to be a Man U fan, obviously. If you watch Manchester United often and you know how Bruno Fernandes plays, let me know the type of player he is. Yeah, penalty shootout would be pretty cool. Even our stadium isn't safe. Some people will say they take Greenwood. I don't
How
think.
old is Greenwood?
I don't think like he's young. He's young. I don't know how old, but he's young. Yeah, I mean maybe Greenwood would be pretty good.
I'm a little scared on taking players that young nowadays. It's a big gamble. Like if I had one pick, I would go for someone more secure. Although Greenwood this game has impressed me. I will say that, but I would just take someone a little bit more less consistently been giving. I mean, not that hasn't been consistent, but it's his first season. I think.
Yeah.
Impresionante que realiza el Villarreal. Paco Alcácer que va a complicar a Madrid. Bisaca que pudo controlar.
Yeah, everybody wants Benzema.
Yeah, the closer we get to the penalties, the more I'll vouch for those things.
Parejito, muy parejo todo.
Yeah, I should got robbed.
Y ahora el Villarreal, visto, no muestra esta cara, ¿no? Presión alta, incomodar, dificultar.
Tiene que aprovechar, tiene que ir.
Nacho got robbed by the bounce. That's it. I can't argue against that.
Qué buena pelota para Alcácer. Alcácer le pegó. Le pegó muy abajo. Le pegó muy abajo Paco Alcácer.
Lingard to Barca? No. We already have enough attackers.
Primer
Good.
cambio en el Manchester
Finally.
United, José Luis.
For Rodrigo.
Vamos a ver qué implica. Está metiendo un volante central y saca
Alright.
uno de los extremos a
My
Greenwood.
man looks tired.
No sé si con esto Pogba
Fred,
se va a tirar por el extremo
Fred.
de la izquierda. Rashford se cambia a la derecha y Fred juega ahí con McTominay en el medio campo. Vamos a ver qué es lo que intenta
Hace medio.
el técnico
What do you mean,
Solskjaer.
kid, your menu?
Bruno Fernández poco a la derecha. No va a cambiar mucho con este
Michael,
cambio.
what the fuck?
¿Qué te parece? Te escucho, Risto.
They haven't really tested out the Gea too much. I haven't seen the Gea like be forced to make a save.
After that chance, they haven't done much.
Imagine if the Gea's farewell for Man U is them winning off with PKs.
Y seguramente
It's like what if he saved? That'd be kind of nice for him.
It was a good
I wonder who's gonna start in goal for Spain.
Allí llegó a la marca.
I would start Simon.
Yeah, Mason.
Coquelin, el árbitro, la
Yeah.
sanción.
He's a very good.
Yeah, for sure. In my opinion, for sure.
Los padres van a decir, tranquilo,
Yeah, I'm editing this video is gonna be a bitch.
Yeah, but I think there's gonna be.
Yeah, there hasn't been that many like.
Just like scroll too fast. Yeah.
Increíble.
Sí.
La camiseta estaba aún. No estaba sucia.
That's
Así
a
que
good buffering.
se cayó una vez.
Oh my gosh.
Pero otro
Alright, here we go. Free for Villarreal.
que no fue.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Parejo, put in a curling ball with your hand. Just give it to Paco Alcácer. Moreno with that hand. Right there.
Raúl, I veo chinga su madre. Of course he's in there. Look at him.
Yeah, there he is. I see him.
Oops.
De Gea.
They were looking for him, but it's hard.
Dude, De Gea just looks very confident. Like you don't see him like cheering on the team. You can just tell he's out there like trying to survive. Yeah,
That's sad though.
it is.
I looked at him as one of the greats.
I mean, he definitely was for many years.
Yeah, for many
He was like the MVP for Man U, like seasons back to back, and out of nowhere he had a few mistakes and fans shat on him, and now he's 6 feet under. Wow. Here we go, corner for Villarreal, vamos.
Atención con el servicio pasado, el remate de cabeza no va a llegar, se viene la contra, no llegó Fred.
That hurt. I know that fucking hurt.
I feel he's
No,
acting.
no,
Yeah, I was like he's acting to try to get the whistle.
Llegó a tiempo.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, Pau Torres, what the fuck was that?
Clear that, but good. Yeah, there was nothing there.
That was clean.
They're just pouncing on poor Villarreal.
Why does Cavani defend better than Sergio Roberto?
Excelente.
Híjole. Yeah, I think it's time to part ways with
Bruno
Sergio.
Fernández.
But again, another player that does not want to leave, and that's going to be hard to find in a team.
Yeah.
If he doesn't want to leave. I feel like there are teams that would take him. Not for much.
There could be like teams that would take him. Or maybe like a mid-table prem team.
Estaba esperando
Bro,
que le
Parejo
quiten-
literally moves in slow motion. My guy is so slow.
Oh yeah, Parejo.
Actually, it's a slow book. But him with the ball at his feet, he's a mastermind. He's a great, yeah. He's like super old.
I swear, this was like back in like 2012, 13.
Más intenso que Emery.
I feel like there's so many cleats nowadays that are being made. I just can't keep up with that.
The moment we stopped,
Yeah.
or I stopped playing, like I stopped keeping up with him too much, man.
Rolly con el despeje largo para intentar llegar con Gerard Moreno. Paco Alcácer que le baja la pelota.
Gerard Moreno.
Gerard que la devuelve. El centro.
Oh, I don't know why the illusion was like, it's going right to Paco. It's going right to Paco. Paco.
You finished? Oh, you did.
Estamos en la instancia del partido, Risto, un error de cualquier lado se paga carísimo, demasiado.
Also, like,
como están jugando los dos
his wage is
con menos ocasiones aún
he's
mucho
up there
más,
too.
¿no? Va a ser
Not
una
cheaper to have
presión
just
terrible.
around.
This guy said Isco would be great for United, TBH. TBH would be great for sitting on the bench at United. Isco is ass. Isco is not the player he used to be.
Sin duda, sin dudas. El que sea más fuerte mentalmente se va a ganar esta copa.
Lindo llegar los de-
Still crazy how Barca sold Semedo for 40 mil after the terrible performance with Bayern.
Llegar a la hora de penaltis.
They definitely
Consideradísimo,
that sale had some sort of trick in there, I feel.
Semedo was a hell of a player.
No, Semedo's
Apart from that one, okay, the whole Barca team ate dick that game. Like, but if you take into consideration the season he had, like individually, he would contribute a lot to the attack. I was very against selling him. I thought he was one of the players that was looking promising for Barcelona.
I agree.
And like for 40 million, you guys sold Ashraf for 50 million. I don't think there's that much of different players.
Okay, so I think I misspoke. I didn't mean in the sense like he wasn't worth 40 mil. I think if anything, like he was, if not 35. I think what was interesting is the fact that I think Barca obviously sold him to make money because Wolverhampton offered those 40 and Barca said we can't let this go right now. Like he's one of our better players, but we have to take that money. And the fact that Wolverhampton just loves their Portuguese players, that's why I said like there was something like funky there. Like I don't know, like the funky came in the sense that Barca sold him for money reasons, not rather for because they wanted to get rid of him.
Una ocasión clarísima de gol que falla.
Que no aprovecha.
No.
You guys really help me soccer. I'm curious as to how much we're helping them sell jerseys. Have any of you guys watching your? Oh damn! This is it for the first half of extra time. 15 minutes away from PKs. We love to see that.
We love PKs.
This would be the first PKs that we stream. And oh man, I'm sure we could. So we've been averaging maybe like 50 to 60 watching the stream, which is usually it's significantly lower to what we normally have for the Madrid and Barca games, which makes sense. But I think with penalties, we could potentially reach 150 watching to even 200. Because like the moment I see penalties and I'm not watching a game, I right away just jump on the YouTube streams. So, okay, this thing is still going here.
This is weird.
What were we saying? I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. Is anyone currently watching the stream? Have any of you guys gotten a jersey from What Soccer? I'm curious. I wonder how much our ads have helped them. There's going to be one. Ooh, is that Tarek? Tarek is in. He's good for us. Vamos Villarreal or what? Of course Villarreal. That's what's up.
The Spanish side.
Tarek, today we're on the same team, buddy.
I know you know what it feels like.
Today,
being aligned with Father
with a powerhouse like that.
Look at that team. Right there, rezando juntitos.
Yeah,
The biggest game of the club's history. It shows right there. Emery teaching these guys. He's like, go out there, give it your fucking all. 15 minutes of suffer. And then hours of celebration. Come on! Vamos Villarreal!
15 minutes away from glory.
Woo!
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah.
Do you have any bets for this game? I was this close to starting I'm gonna start for sure my betting career.
Keep track of it, keep a leaderboard.
Yeah, I will. But I was this close to starting it for this game. Another one? Yeah. Start Here we go. Do I still trust Hazard? Not really. I don't really care too much about Hazard anymore.
Se pasaba Gerard, pero el rebote le favorece. Lindelof lo baja con falta, dice el árbitro. Pelota para el Villarreal, crack.
Sí,
Alright,
falta
okay.
clarísima. Mira, aquí ya le vemos como con manos arriba, abajo, por todos lados.
We
Pero
want
obviamente esos son
PKs.
defensores donde
Oh, on the
defienden.
dot.
Y si tienes que hacer una falta, le haces más
Right.
Vamos a ver a Dani Parejo. Va a mandar
Tarequinho, no bets for this game. Probably gonna take a break on betting till the Euros. Okay, fair enough. There's also not that many games. Fair
You're
enough.
not gonna bet on the Champions League final?
That was tough.
Boy, you gotta bet on that one.
cabeza, buscaba
That's a tough one, though. That's a tough one.
Falta.
Tarek, if I were you, I'm probably gonna bet for the Champions League final. I'm gonna put my money on City. I'm gonna put my money on City. I'm gonna be going for Chelsea, but I'm putting my money on City. That's, I mean, betting, I'll bet who I think is gonna actually win. Supporting is a different story.
Like, I'm assuming for.
El hombre que tiene las piernas más frescas en este partido, 100
I
minutos.
wonder how that works. Like, what's the turnover? Because obviously, if you bet for the better team, like if you bet for
You
the
make
results,
less money.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
It's more conservative betting,
Con
yes.
este pelotazo raso que parece bueno.
Mira, Rulli!
Vamos!
Juega
Gotta
bien.
turn it on. The tension's getting a little bit higher.
The guy could come up big in penalties. He's a big lad. Big lad for sure. We have 78 people watching right now.
Wait, the numbers
The
are going
people
up.
are starting to join in. They know this game is gonna go to penalties and it's gonna be a party if it isn't already. So make sure you hit the like button already. Make
Destroy it,
sure you have
destroy it.
smashed it. It better look blue or red or black, whatever it looks for you on your screen. Man, you're winning this game for sure. Careful with what you're saying there. Asensio is partly Dutch. He should go to Barca.
Asensio is partly Dutch?
I don't know either, but
Barca has definitely been making some connections with Ajax and the Dutch
Tiene mucha
nationality in general.
That's
Pero
a
también
good
puede ser una gran
friend.
oportunidad para
I don't
Rubio.
know.
I think we could see.
Está muy parejo.
I mean, I heard rumors that the league is wants to leave Juve. Jeez,
You think he gets you on Barca or what? Madrid?
he would want if he leaves. He would want to go to Barca. Now it's a different story of Barca. I think that's a solid no. I think.
When is this? That's all about the
His
contract.
contract isn't in anytime soon. I mean, he's been at Juve for 2 years, maybe 3
Yeah,
years.
but it could be getting close. Let me check.
Barca only buys free agents now. The lights.
Because, okay, if he's been there 2 years, a lot of players get 3-year contracts.
Y una perdida. Hace 2 años José perdió una con el Arsenal.
Sí, sí, sí. Esta es su quinta final.
Until 2023.
Pero se le conoce como Mister
So 2 years left, no?
que ganó con el
Yeah, I
Sevilla.
mean, it's getting closer. It's getting closer.
El balón que está
Also, he is not worth
teniendo
the 60 million that he was at one point.
Eric
He
Bailly.
matched with 20.
Juega con McTominay, de gran
Which could be a good signing.
For
If
20, I think he's great.
Oh, okay. I don't think he's worth max 40. He's worth
Yeah, definitely.
He's worth 40
Yeah, definitely.
because he's still young and he's still an upcoming center back. I think Juve could sell him for 40.
Also, I feel like coming as a center back to Juve is the hardest thing to adapt to because Juve is known for like Chiellini was a big personality, Bonucci, like they have these personalities in Euro.
Then they had
Teenager,
Demirale who started playing really good.
Yeah, I mean, the Juve has had really good center backs the past 10 years. So coming in there as a teenager, I think he was,
Yeah.
not easy. Now coming in to Barca as a teenager, nowadays Barca is a lot easier. You have a lot of young players, especially in the back line, that he could command really well. I think he could fit pretty well at Barca, better than he did at Juve. So hey, if the door opens, I wouldn't be opposed.
No, but also keep in mind if Eddie Garcia does join and already having Araujo,
Yes,
do you really need him? You're just buying to get him?
Exactly. I agree with that a lot. I think
Seguramente, Javi, seguramente
Zinedine Zidane has declined to leave Real Madrid
en la pintura de tatuajes.
I hope so.
Decided. No, he has decided to leave Real Madrid.
Sí.
I read that shit wrong.
Muchos tatuajes.
I think.
Okay, guys, I think literally just now it's been confirmed that Well, not confirmed by Real Madrid, but confirmed that Zidane is gonna leave. Ooh, and I think that opens the door for Conte. Which is, yeah, I think Conte is gonna join.
The timing is too ideal for it to not be Conte, I think.
I think so too.
I think we're talking Real Madrid. Conte saw a few things he didn't like at Inter. You know what? I'm okay with taking on a new challenge, knowing that Mbappe is most likely gonna come. You know, I could see it from Conte. And obviously, Madrid already would know what.
Yeah,
Madrid was gonna do.
Yeah.
So wait, that's,
I don't know. I could see, yeah.
The timing's too.
Ahí cortito con Fred.
10 minutes.
We're getting it.
Va a robar el Villarreal.
Villarreal right now. This is the Villarreal.
Oh! Ah, yes, no,
If he flicks it.
Okay, that was perfect.
This is the Villarreal that I wanted to see.
Oh!
The Villarreal that connects is a very tough Villarreal. We saw it against Barca. Whenever they get into the little triangles and the off-the-ball movement, very scary Villarreal. And this is what I'm starting to see.
They're starting to play with.
They're playing relaxed. They're playing their game.
They're playing with Manchester United's feelings right now. Like they know.
They're poking the bear.
They know Manchester United is like starting to get a little nervous, and if Villarreal keeps knocking the ball around, Manchester United is going to start pressing a little more like headless chickens.
Look at the lineup or the way they're positioned. Raúl Albiol breaking the half field, unheard of the whole game. This is the first time you see the center backs really, the whole team kind of getting in a higher slot, pushing United back a little bit, and I think that's where Villarreal thrives the most. It's hard for them to get to that position, but when they do, very careful.
Look at them. Keep
Okay, how many fouls is Valle 1v2 going to make?
Oh, good ball. Another one.
Careful now, careful. Not this, pieces on the counter.
I like this Villarreal.
It's alive.
Keep playing.
Paco Alcácer viene con el centro, Coquelin la deja con el pecho para el disparo de Gerard que se estrella en la defensa. Coquelin nuevamente.
Good ball.
Dude, Villarreal is... Ay! Villarreal is impressive. Just heard of Zidane leave, yeah.
Conte just left Inter, yeah. Conte, I would put my money on Conte replacing Zidane.
Le dejaron un recuerdo a McTominay. Cavani pintado de amarillo,
Okay, okay, yes, guys, I know the Bernabeu is slightly on fire, but I don't know if it's like an actual like wildfire, like it's falling down. I don't think it's gonna cost Madrid 500 million euros to fix that. Something probably just caught on fire and there was smoke coming out, but I don't think Bernabeu isn't falling apart. I wouldn't trust that whole 500 million.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's not jump the gun. It's been max like an hour and a half since it's happened. There's no way they would know that fast. Like, oh, let's get a call. No.
Yeah,
what happened here? I mean,
but yeah, Fabrizio Romano is the one that's saying that.
Penal could be. I mean, the penalty thing is very. I don't know.
Wait.
And these are different refs in this is La Liga, no penalty, but
yeah, if this is Madrid, for sure there's no penalty. But this
it is him again. If the rules are consistent from what I'm seeing in La Liga, which is completely different, then it's not a penalty. But I mean, what I know, which is what happens, is out the fucking window.
I will say,
when it comes to
check
handballs,
over, they didn't give it. I didn't even get to see the handball, so I'm just speculating on what you're saying, but
it was a shot that got blocked.
Aquí le vemos claramente. Mira dónde va a balón.
Es que it hits off the ground.
Va a hacer la portería.
Sí, penal claro.
No, es que it hits off the ground.
But the ball is going towards the goal and he prevents it. I don't care if it hits off the ground. His shot was gonna go to the goal, regardless of hitting the ground. Is the VAR check really over?
Hayan dicho que fue falta antes de esa jugada.
Eso es probablemente lo que pudo ocurrir. Falta sobre
fucking suck.
Porque si no sé por qué no pita el penal.
No, that's unlucky.
No quiere correr más riesgos. Solskjaer y saca de allí José Luis.
Sí, que tiene tarjeta amarilla. Así que ahí está el ingreso de Tuan Seven por Valle. Posición por posición.
Compredor. Eli. claramente jugar.
Y James que va a ingresar en el lugar. No, Rashford se queda en
Damn.
la cancha y
Okay,
sigue.
part of me, as much as I want Villarreal to win, I didn't want there to be a penalty because I want to see actual penalties.
Quizás por
Wait, what?
penal.
As much as I want Villarreal to win,
Okay, I got
I just want to see actual penalties.
Sacó.
No, I can't say the same. I wanted that so bad. Villarreal, imagine 7th place La Liga team beating 2nd place Manchester United.
Dude, Emery would go down as an Europa League legend if he already isn't.
Yeah, if he already isn't.
There goes James.
A la cancha.
What's his name though? James what? I forgot.
Y le están quedando 4 minutos a este tiempo.
4 minutes, guys. 4
Los
minutes.
queremos invitar el domingo a que no se pierdan la
I feel like
final de la Liga MX. Cruz Azul.
United is definitely the better team in PKs, even though PKs are very luck-wise. You know, they got Bruno Fernandes. Penalties.
Seriously. Oh yeah, I want to get to see his little gay little
I
run.
don't think he does anymore.
I don't know. He takes on that penalty. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like every penalty I see him do, he's always doing that.
Sí, ya estamos muy cerca de los penales.
I can't believe this game could actually go to penalties. Did Madrid officially post it on left? Fuck. I mean, I saw Fabrizio Romano said it, but damn. I don't have my phone with me. We're currently using our phones to record. That's why I cannot check anything.
Le dice al Viol. A ver, baja y dime qué tan mojado está el pasto, crack. Lo confirmó el Viol ahorita, ¿no? 3 minutos le quedan al partido. Si no hay gol, nos vamos a ir a los penaltis. Y así se va a decidir por segunda ocasión en la historia de la Europa League. Con este formato, con este nombre.
No, Madrid hasn't officially announced Zidane leaving. But, I mean, I do trust Fabrizio Romano and whatever he says. Yeah, Sisu's gone.
Fue con el Atlético de Madrid, me dijiste, ¿no?
I would
As a fan, I'm happy.
I would give it a 95%. I don't know. Part of me like yes, it's hard. But part of me also has a little bit of illusion to get a new manager and just see what can happen with a new manager.
Sure, but I feel like it's one of those Luis Enrique type deals where like you don't take him, you take him for granted until he's gone.
I mean,
Para mí, Zidane, I don't collect him as a manager.
It's perfect. Where's my time?
Fíjate, aquí le vemos.
Yeah, you know, Madrid has not posted officially about Zidane. It's only been Fabrizio Romano, but
he's very trustworthy.
Very trustworthy source.
Final de Europa League que se fue decidida en penales. Fue en el 2014 cuando el Sevilla venció al Benfica 4-2. Después de haber terminado 0-0, el final que se jugó en Turín.
El Atlético de Madrid se definió en tiempo extra.
Se viene Juan Mata a la cancha.
He looked old too.
Obviamente que tiene que estar.
He looks Spanish.
O sea, que cambio va. Sigamos.
I think the knee at the bottom. Right. Like.
Alright, we got people joining in now. Like 124 watching.
Getting spicy for the PKs, Hit that fucking like button. Destroy it.
Destroy the like button because we're getting ready for some penalties over here, and this is gonna be an intense one.
The scenes of Villarreal wins. Well said. Oh, I don't know.
How many minutes added? We haven't quite hit the 120th minute yet. But how many things? Probably just 1 minute. One max
they
two.
do a penalty check.
No, maybe two. Two. I don't think they'll go for three because you're already in extra time. Like just. Wow, Moreno could be the top scorer. Ah, what can we do? Here we go.
Bye. I'm nervous.
15 minutos ya del segundo tiempo extra. 120
For the chat, we'll have like the live chat or something, but we won't be looking at the chat. That's the thing.
tocar la pelota.
3 minutes. 3 minutes of added time, guys. All right. Let's see.
Sí, la lesión de McTominay, la lesión de Rashford, la lesión de Shaw.
Damn, all the main players started getting injured.
Le quedan al partido.
That's what
Now
happens.
they didn't take him out. And the physicality of Villarreal.
Who's that?
Let's take it.
¿Va a ir Alex Telles o no va a ir Alex Telles? Que se apure Solskjaer.
Oh yeah, he has to hurry up because if they don't come in, they don't take
Parejo.
PKs.
Pau Torres.
I guess that's why you're bringing them on, no? Because you want your PK takers to be nice and fresh. You don't want tired legs on those.
Yes.
But you also
But sometimes you don't want to kick a ball if you're coming fresh from the bench. Because you need a few kicks. You need to warm up like with some proper kicks. And like get adjusted to how heavy it kind of feels. Like, it could be a hit or miss.
El rechazo de Lindelof.
Cavani, you're keeping him on there, yeah.
Pelota Cavani. Márcalo.
I mean, it is
Mira,
something,
está
but
muy
still, some
cerca.
people beat the
Y viene
Solskjaer.
Albiol con este balón largo. A que Gerard brinque, gane a Lindelof. Gaspar la va a buscar. Cruza, viento muy
You guys.
bueno. De Juan Seve.
Oh my God.
Saque la
2
pelota
minutes,
para
2
Villarreal.
minutes, 2
Ahí
minutes.
está una Emery. Ya ganó una en penaltis.
Yeah, Emery already won an Europa League off penalty, so give me the second one. Or Sevilla.
Minuto y medio.
Or yeah, I
Ahora
think
sí
it's
los
Sevilla
cambios
against
del
Benfica.
United para patear penaltis. ¿Pasó o no pasó? Gaspar, Mario, con el lateral.
This bitch gonna peak.
La trata de cubrir ya.
No way! The ball was already out.
A minute.
Keep him in here, Villarreal. Survive.
Alex Telles a la cancha.
Alex stays and Juan Mata. Juan Mata is surely got to be good PK.
Van Bissaka.
Experience, like, who's an attacking mid. Yeah. McTominay.
Se va uno de los mejores jugadores del partido.
McTominay, yeah.
He was active. Again, I feel like it was very up and down. I saw players and then disappeared.
Pupi,
Who was
el
that?
mejor jugador del partido, ¿no?
Juan Bissaka?
Yo creo
¿Es
que
la
por
Juan
continuidad sí, por el despliegue que tuvo,
Yeah,
porque siempre
Is it Juan
intentó,
Bissaka?
recuperó,
Juan Canoe.
creo que sí.
Juan Bissaka.
Y a la cancha también.
Juanito.
Juan Mata and Juan Bissaka. Yeah, this is just going to
There we go, we're getting ready.
This is going to PKs.
Pica,
También
boom.
se fue Capué.
Ya fue.
Sí,
Capué, quiero decir.
sí, pero este cambio, José Luis,
PKs.
Oh,
PKs.
Damn, dude! Oh, Villarreal has a really good shot at winning this Europa League now.
Jugadores con experiencia que
Really good shot.
ya lo han vivido y creo que en una final tener ese tipo de jugadores siempre es importantísimo.
Se fue Capué y entró Dani Raba. Se cumplieron ya los 3 minutos, ojo, la tiene Gaspar. Gerard, Luke Shaw lo marca, Gerard va por a buscar. Línea final, rebotó en Luke Shaw y otra vez le
Otra
expulsa
vez.
lateral al
¿De color?
United del juez auxiliar. El árbitro Turpán a punto de finalizar el tiempo extra.
My man's a fucking nine.
Yeah.
Come on, it's been 20 minutes after playing the whole season. Por favor.
Yeah, please.
Por favor, ni que fuera la Champions League final.
No hay ganador luego de 120
They're
minutos de
stuck in a
fútbol.
corner, bro. Come on.
Dude, regardless if Villarreal wins or loses, I'm very
This is
proud
a
of
victory,
them.
dude. I will hold that. I will hold that.
They took Manchester United 120 minutes. Let's go. Penalties, whatever happens. Let's go.
Between us, I wouldn't be like afraid to say right now the Premier League is better than La Liga. But between my friends, whenever we have an argument, I gotta back up to La Liga, and this falls right into my playing card. But that's between us, okay?
Europa always falls in. Europa League always falls in between the cards for arguing for La Liga.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Tomar, if you're watching this on the video, whoo, I can't wait for. You're refreshing.
I'm refreshing the Madrid Twitter page to see if they confirm it, but no official confirmation from
But
Madrid.
is that really how they confirm things through Twitter, or they send an official communication service?
They always send this. But this is 4 hours ago. And I clicked on when this one was released. I clicked on it right away, thinking it was about Zidane, but it was about something else.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So I'm looking for like the official confirmation that Zidane is leaving, but nothing yet. Nothing yet. Alright guys, as we prepare for these penalties, make sure we have hit the like button. It's gonna be an intense one. There's gonna be some celebration, there's gonna be some screaming. There's gonna be some screaming for sure. Oh, look at him, Ferguson. That goal was tragic.
But that's really the main only opportunity that they've had for United. Their goal, they haven't had that.
They had the
many
Rashford one. They had
oh, the clear one.
where he yeah.
Sure.
They did create some. More than Villarreal did.
More than Villarreal, I will agree.
But
not as much as they thought they were gonna.
Yeah. Yeah.
4 o 5 penales de cada jugador de equipo contrario donde han tirado, ¿no? El caso también porteros donde se tiraron.
Un crack de la.
Jugadores que se ocupan exclusivamente solo para esto.
Well, Bisaka is not going to miss a penalty because Bisaka is out of the game.
Yeah, he's going to miss the shootouts.
Mientras que el United en 3 definiciones por penales
ha ganado
una y ha perdido 2. Pupi, tus recuerdos.
That's a team right there. That's a team right there. Huddled up. Honestly, I think for the main video, not much is going to be shown from the first 2 halves.
No.
Probably just the goals, honestly.
Probably just the goals
and then just PKs.
If not have a whole video just PKs.
I thought about it. Low-key, I was like, except for videos, click for part 2. It's already out.
Honestly. Maybe.
Exactamente, pero el primer gol que meto al final contra Grecia, porque era más de...
See, that is official leaving. Why are you guys saying official? Where are you guys seeing the official? Because I don't see official yet, but I do believe you guys. So I want to see where you guys are saying that. Because Fabrizio Romano is technically not official, but it is a pretty good indication.
Pretty dang close.
Pretty dang close. So Fabrizio Romano is a very well-trusted Italian reporter who is usually pretty spot on with everything he says. And he just, like 10 minutes ago, he announced that Zidane is going to be leaving Madrid. But Real Madrid has not officially gone out and said that he is leaving. So
Villarreal patea primero. Por elección de Bruno Fernández, correcto.
Villarreal kicks first.
normally you want to be the first team to shoot. Normally teams that end up giving the other team.
Look at that emotion from
Vamos.
Dracula. I'm nervous. Vamos,
Villarreal!
Vamos!
Jesus. The scenes in El Merengue Cule that we're about to see.
Keep up with the scoreboard.
Oh, yes. We're gonna have another one right here.
¿Y qué va a hacer, compañero? ¿Va a ser nervioso? No, pero hay que parar una, ¿eh? Sí, hay que parar una, no hay más. ¿Y qué fue hacer de hablar con Gerard Moreno? Está en la selección juntos, sabe dónde le tira.
Me apostó una cenita.
A mí me pasó esto en Eurocopa 96 contra España. Entonces me decía que te lo voy a parar.
All right. We got the penalty ups. As you guys can see it. Yeah, damn, everyone's talking about Zidane right now. Oh! Gerard Moreno taking the first one. Representing Spain.
Sí.
Vamos, Moreno.
El mejor goleador de este Villarreal, 7 goles en la Europa League, viene Gerard. David De Gea. Las indicaciones de
Gerard Moreno, here he goes.
que le pega de zurda.
Oh! First one in. Boom!
Easy finish, nice and cool. He plays to the left corner for him. That's what I like to see. 1-0 lads. Let's go.
Update it.
Y ahora Rulli va al arco y vendrá el primer cobrador.
Now Rulli,
Manchester United,
the Argentinian PK specialist.
con mucha serenidad. Gerard
Rulli.
Allá va Rulli.
Juan Mata, I believe.
Juan Mata taking the first one. Okay, interesting. Left-footed guy two left-footed PK takers. Let's see where he takes it.
Oh, what a PK! What a PK! Ruli millimeters. What a PK! What a PK!
Muy buen penal. Very well taken from Juanito Mata.
La verdad que la precisión fue muy buena.
That's 1-1. That's 1-1.
That's the type of player you bring on for the PK.
Sí.
So she happy.
All right. We are 1-1.
Who's this?
Para Daniel Alaba, que ingresó de último instante.
Yeah. My man.
Is that what's his name?
I don't know his name, but you got wrong.
We don't know his name, but fucking score, man, score! Come on! Scary, nonetheless.